Pigman God. What's up? Coffee and games this morning. Yes. Yes, my friend. Good morning. I think my game room is a bit of a mess, but that's okay. I'm not trying to clean it up or anything like that, but I was like, yo, this place is getting messy. It's getting a little too much. And I was trying to get my coffee filters. I couldn't find my coffee filters. But good morning to each one of you guys this morning. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for you guys that are here first. These here first type people, I really appreciate you. I'm the most determined soul, C. J. Berry, the leader of Waves and Waves of People in Determination. CJ's who I am, MDSoul's what I am, so you guys can just call me CJ. I really don't mind it. And today, yes, today I have a good show for you. We are doing Trailer Tuesdays. Who doesn't like a good trailer on a Tuesday? I'm going up on a Tuesday. That was a good song. That was a good song. But let me see what I'm saying. What's up to this morning so far? We have Pigman God, Angel Infamous. What's up? I thought he died. I was like, where's Angel Infamous at? He didn't come play Tekken with us. Or is it because he's massaging backs?
Yeah, you wanna be big, you wanna grow big.
Yo! Thank you. Thank you for that, Angel. I really appreciate you. And then we have the button drummer, and then we have the homie Get Wrecked. I appreciate you guys coming through and hanging out. And for you guys that are hanging out on YouTube land, they're just hanging out, just kicking it like karate. I appreciate you guys too, and tuning in and watching the show. I'm telling you, it's really appreciated. But yeah, let's talk about what we're going to be checking out today. We're going to be checking out quite a few different trailers on today. Who doesn't like a good trailer Tuesday? We're checking out Kettlebell Inferno. Kettlebell Inferno. Skate Bums. Skate Bums. That's one. Akatori. That's another one. Double Dungeon. Or Double Dungeon. That's one too. A Lunch Break Tactics. Gonna check that out. Frog and Roll. Another one. God of War, Son of Sparta. Now that seems like something I'm gonna enjoy checking out. Then we're gonna check out Pokemon Pinball. They actually have a Pokemon pinball machine. I thought they stopped making those, but clearly they haven't. Clearly they haven't. Then we have Avatar Legends with the Toph character reveal. Then we have a little bit of Marvel Tokon, Fighting Souls, Unbreakable X-Men trailer. And then we have Mina the Howler. It seems like that's going to be a pretty cool one. Then we're going to talk a little bit about the new Dead or Alive release that they're getting ready to have. And then also, last but not least, we're going to have Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition. Rayman, it's such a good game. Wait, hold on. I'm thinking about it. I believe that I think it's Rayman Legends, hands down, one of the best platformers I've ever enjoyed and played, man. It's freaking crazy, yo. Hopefully they do this game justice and do this game right. Yo, Ollie, what's up, man? Hope all is well with you, dude. Welcome in, dude. I know, dude. It looks like it's gonna be really good. Dude, like that's what like. I think we could talk about that for a second. Hold on. I was playing a little bit of Pinball FX3 just yesterday. Oh, how do you like that? Get wrecked. I get to do my favorite emote. Oh, that's funny. We love those emotes, don't we? Haven't done the dance in a while. I got to figure that out because I get copyright strike because of what we're doing. I got to figure out how to get it all put together so that I don't get in trouble. So I might just excuse me. I might just stop streaming on YouTube, maybe. Maybe that's the answer. I don't know. But yo, bro, Sons of Sparta. This is the type of deals that I make with my wife. I don't spend a lot of money on video games like I used to. And if I do, it's like it's got to be on sale, right? But one thing I do is I go and make sure and say, hey, this month I am only getting this game. And like this month, the only game that I'm getting and intend on getting is Resident Evil 9. I need to go in and beat Resident Evil 9, and because that's just what we do here. We've been getting into all the Resident Evils, and maybe I need to go and do all the rest of them too. Every single one. But Resident Evil is the game of this month, so that's about $60 or so. But then I get another game, but I can get another game as long as it doesn't go over $20. So I can get as many games as I possibly can get for $20, and then I call it a day. And I think that's fair. I think that's a fair deal. To me, that makes a lot of sense. It's like, why not? Why not? Why not do it that way? Yo, Josh, what's up, man? How you doing? Hope all is well. Lenore's in the building. What's up, brother? How's it going? Yeah, I'm the same. I don't buy as much as I used to, and it's probably on sale. Only big releases that I plan ahead. Yeah, exactly. So, and that's kind of why, why I started doing Trailer Tuesdays, because I want to know I want to know what I may get. My Steam library is approaching 2,000. Let me see how much my Steam library is approaching. My Steam library has like a lot of stuff. I think I'm in the 500s somewhere. I think I have some crazy amount. How do you count it? How do you count how many games you got? View my profile. 1,854. That's a lot. How many games have I played? So, all right. So mine's is nowhere near your number. So the amount of games I played that I have. This is just how many I've played altogether. I think this isn't how many I played altogether. This is my exact number. My exact number is way lower than yours. My number is 359. I thought I had more than that, but I think I'm thinking about my Nintendo Switch collection. My Nintendo Switch stuff, I have like way more stuff in there. I'm only at 331. I don't playtime. I recently played 38. Perfect games, 4. I thought I did more than that. I thought I got all achievement on more than that. But yeah, I think yeah. I think that's going to be another one of my goals this year, and ultimately trying to figure it out. And again, hey, if you haven't checked me out on YouTube, make sure you check it out, because I know that's how I'm going to be recapping some of this stuff, and I'm going to recap it in a very creative way. Hey, So Smell, what's up, dude? How you doing? Do I got the right spot, man? Wait, hold on. Let's see. Do I have the right spot here? So this right here shows that I have all games, 359, and then perfect games. Am I looking in the right spot? I need to do more reviews. I don't think I've done any thumbs down on any review on any. Have I done any thumbs down? No, I haven't. I think I played most of the games that I played. I thought they were decent. I gave them a thumbs up and a positive review. I don't think I played too many games that are just bad. Yeah. Average game completion rate 13%. Jesus Christ. I don't think I've completed. I think I'm in that same boat. Library search bar. Wait, hold on. Library search bar. Sort played. I'm squinting because I'm Steam Deck support. Ooh. I was there? I don't know. Oh, library filters. And this one, group by collections. Oh, I got 528 games. I see. 528 games. So I'm okay. And then there's 3 lines beside the search bar. And then we can go the 3 lines, okay. Play state. I must be blind. Oh, here it is. Install played. Okay. There we go. That's how many we've played. We played 293 out of the 528. And then unplayed. Man, I haven't played a whole bunch of. I haven't played a lot of them. I need to go in and play these. including the pervy ones like this one. All the robot butt cheeks. Yeah, I need to go in and play because some of them are like they're like easy wins, right? They're easy wins in getting some, you know, what is this? Who's playing this game? It's regular old Call of Duty. I think it's easy wins and stuff like that. The only perfect game I have on my profile is Elden Ring. Really? What? Man, Elden Ring is such a difficult game for me. I can't imagine getting a perfect on Elden Ring. Jeez, man. But hey, let me put the coffee on the coffee pot here. Obviously today's coffee, we're doing Urban Ground coffee. This is the coffee of choice. This is sponsor of choice. Make sure you check them out. If you haven't already done so, if you are a coffee fan and a coffee connoisseur, I promise you, I'm not talking out the side of my neck. Normally you'd be like, oh yeah, dude, whatever, you know, you're just trying to get the sell. But no, I'm not. I'm like, I wouldn't speak on it if it wasn't for that, right? I definitely wouldn't speak on it if it wasn't for that. That's why I didn't get like energy drinks for a sponsor. Like that's an easy win too. But I really don't believe in the energy drinks that are out there. So it's like, nah, I'm good on that. So I got that found company with coffee and boom, there you go. Thank you, Pigment God. I appreciate you. I got to put it on the YouTube side too. Again, thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. All right, so while this is all going, let's get into Trailer Tuesdays and see. Let's start with our first trailer of the day with this kettlebell. Oh man, this stuff is so silly. At least I think it's pretty silly. But yeah, let's start with this first one we got today. All right, there we are. I think we're in a really, really good place, a really good spot here. Let's check this out. Let me pull out some notes because I did like a pre-screening of everything this go around. So it's not like I'm like, no, what do I want to say here? I kind of don't like reactions, but I kind of like giving you guys information and discussing and talking about whatever it is that we're on. So yeah. So that's why I looked ahead of it this time. And that makes a little bit more sense to me. Like we're going to look ahead of the trailer and then we'll discuss as needed. Does that make sense to you guys? Some of the powder energy drink mixes aren't so bad for you these days. You know, I don't disagree with you, Get Wrecked. You know, I just don't believe in it. And if it's something that I would never drink, I wouldn't offer it to anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe in energy drinks, and Pigment God said I'm not allowed to invest in energy drinks. So blame Pigment God for it. You know, don't be upset with me and blame me. You know, Pigment God is the guy that you should be yelling at and be like, "Yo, energy drinks are good for you." Oh gosh. I do. It's true. All right, here we are. We are talking about Kettlebell Inferno Hotel, and this is one of those like chaotic games. And it's so freaking weird. You know what this game reminds me of? This game reminds me of Boogerman. Has anybody played Boogerman before? This is exactly what it reminds me of, right? And so it's like fitness meets demons and meets hotel. There's a lot of grindy stuff in here. Obviously, it's a platformer, but it's very. I don't want to use charming because it's not attractive, but it looks like it's fun. You know what I'm saying? It's not as like charming as a Celeste. You know, Celeste was actually really good. You know, but this is very interesting. It's very interesting, and it reminds me of games back in the 90s. You know, anybody play these style games in the 90s? You know, it also gives me some Castle Crasher vibes, you know, but it's not a beat 'em up. It's just a platformer, you know, but this, I don't know if I'm going to get this or not. You know, a lot of games like this I'm interested in, but I think this one might be a little too quirky, but I'm down to give it a chance on the demo. Is that fair? Batman, Robin, Earthworm Jim vibes. Yeah, facts. Yeah, it definitely gives me that, and it kind of spills into that realm. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Soul Smell. All right, next one. This one I'm definitely surprised at. This next trailer we have is Skate Bums. Skate Bums, you know what? I'm just gonna let you see for yourself. You know, I think this is a game that I'm extremely surprised that this hasn't become a genre very similar to Subway Surfers, because this game reminds me a lot of Ollie Ollie, and they've added little pieces to it. Like, you see how they added coins and cones, and they kind of taken Ollie Ollie and taking it to the next level, right? And I think that's really cool. I think this is a game that I'm definitely going to get, right? And I hope that, see, that's very you know, different from Ollie Ollie, but it gives me the same vibe. You know, very similar, you know, back in the 90s, they had Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and then they had Dave Mirra, BMX, and they had Shaun White, snowboarding, and, you know, the list of, you know, that style of extreme sports games was pretty prevalent in the 90s, and I think this is one that's like, that we can like definitely get into and make a genre out of right now in the year by Lord 2026. We're in the 20s, man. That's crazy to say. We're in the 20s. Skate Bums looks like it's gonna be really good. I think I want to get it. February 19th. That's in 2 days. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Vanny, what's up? How's it going? It's just the first time on. Hey, I'll tell you what this channel is about. This is a channel that's about, I guess you can say video games and video game pop culture with a strong emphasis on fighting games. That's what we're about. Or is that Van Yaxley? Van Yaxley. I said your name wrong. I apologize. But welcome in, man. I really appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us during Trailer Tuesdays as we are checking out these new trailers that are coming, new trailers and games that are coming out really, really soon. Now, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Skate Bums looks like it's going to be really fun. Yeah, I'm definitely into Skate Bums. Definitely into Skate Bums. Let's see here. What is next? Akatori. That's the next one. Akatori. That seems like it's going to be a good one. It seems like it's going to be another platformer here. Let me see. Yeah, okay. I think I'm in the right spot with this one. Okay, Akatori. I'm having the hardest time pronouncing these names. Akatori. This definitely seems like another one that's going to be right up my alley. You know, it's fantasy driven, obviously, and it's this. I think this is highlighting all the combat features that go along with it. But it looks like a Metroidvania style game, or a game similar to Celeste, or a game that I've been liking a lot lately is Blasphemous. Blasphemous has been like phenomenal. But this is definitely something that I would think that people would start leaning more towards, right? I think the argument that we've been having on this channel has been, hey, you know, I don't like this game because, you know, we shouldn't be trying to capitalize off of nostalgia. We should be making more games that look really good that can connect with people. Not that it's 8-bit and there's nostalgia there. And it looks like this is one of these games. It's a game that's, it just so happened that it has a 16-bit feel, but not necessarily that they're trying to prey on you with nostalgia. I really like that. Demo out right now. I don't think this game has a release date yet. Yeah, it does look decent. Go ahead and put that in your Steam catalog so you can get closer to that 2000 mark in a game that you will never ever play ever again. Oh gosh. Your wife's going to be mad at you. But the baby needs milk. You should have been breastfeeding. All right, sorry. I apologize. Oh gosh. All right, next one. This next trailer we have is Double Dungeon, and I kind of like this art style that they got going on here with this claymation. I want more games to get creative in the way that they create, their art styles. Just because it has great graphics and it looks real doesn't mean that it's a good art style for it, right? And I kind of enjoy stuff like this. Like this kind of reminds me of the Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening, on the remake that they had on the Nintendo Switch, and it had like this claymation feel to it, and I think that's great. I think I like also when Mario did like Paper Mario and all the felt stuff. Not felt, but the paper cutout. I want to see more stuff like that. I want to see more creative things in the games that I play. And this is very creative, and I think this will keep my attention a little bit longer than most games. What do you guys think? And oh, it's out now too? Let's freaking go. Out now. Go get it. Contingency plan. What's up? A cardinal getting pegged by an arcade stick was a hell of an image to enter this stream. Is he getting pegged? Or is it on the side? It looks like it's on the side. His butthole is way down here. His butthole is way down here. So I don't think it's the Cardinals. I don't think it's the Cardinals kink. Yeah, that style looks neat, like literal Play-Doh. Yes. Yo, what's up, Yuke? How's it going, man? Double looks like a fun time. Yeah, it definitely looks like a fun time, bro. Definitely looks like a fun time. He said, gotta have pegging on the brain to see that. His what? His tail's right there, man. His butthole's right there. You got pegging on the mind. I got pegging on my mind when I'm with you. Oh gosh. All right, we're moving on. We're not talking about pegging. He said, no, sir. Oh, gosh. It's a good morning. It's a great morning at that. Oh, we got to get our coffee. You know what? You know what, contingency plan? We both need coffee. Let's go get coffee, my friend. We're gonna go get coffee to get pegging off our mind. That's not something I need to think about this early in the morning. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. What are we talking about here? Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, the magazines. All the magazines. All right, let's see. The kitchen. A chicken in the kitchen is making all the sound. Let me go get my. All right, here we go. We're gonna use this one. There we are. There we are. Let's go. Let's go to the kitchen and get my coffee mug so we can have some coffee. Hopefully you guys get some coffee too. It'd be very nice for you to drink coffee with me. I think I'm going to use drinks again today. Yeah, I was in. Hey, Ninja Turtle fans. Are you guys Ninja Turtle fans by chance? I am a Ninja Turtle fan. I got tons of Ninja Turtle stuff. Tons of Ninja Turtle paraphernalia. Right? I've got a whole bunch of collections of Ninja Turtle things. Like I have the whole little Ninja Turtle, you know, best of, and then see my dining room area, and then I also have this neato collection over here. With I like this is the one my wife got me the Ninja Turtles collection. I have Shredder and Splinter in Lego form, and then of course I have the Turtle Man. I want to get the Technodrome, but every single time I see a Technodrome, it's like $1 million. It's like $1 million, man. It's freaking ridiculous how expensive they are, man. Golly. So let's go ahead and pour up some of our some coffee. Oh. All right, let's keep it going. I'll put some creamer in my coffee. Who likes creamer in their coffee? I love creamer in my coffee. Or do you like your creamer black, like your women? Bet you didn't know. I like my creamer in my black coffee. Oh my God, that's so freaking good. Oh, let's get back to this. All right, so this next trailer is Lunch Break Tactics, and I think its name speaks for itself. It's a tactic style game, and let's check it out. Let's check it out. It's an auto battler on your lunch break. That's freaking great. Oh, this is cool. I like the art design. I like the art style here. Very anime. Yeah, this looks really good. I kind of like. I've kind of gotten into card games because of Balatro. In things like Yu-Gi-Oh, I know Balatro is not this, but I've gotten a liking to card games because of it. And this is kind of giving me like one of those Pokemon vibes, you know, Pokemon card game or SNK versus Capcom Card Clash. It kind of reminds me of that too. But the good thing about this game, though, is you get to play during your lunch break. Go touch grass. Become the ultimate slacker. That's funny. Play demo now. We're gonna have to check out this demo, and we're gonna check out all these games and see if they're on Steam or not. You know, I'm with that. We're gonna check it out a little bit later. Generally, just put a pinch of sugar in yours. Just a pinch. means your sugar. And it flows down your forearm. Yes, I get that. I totally understand. That's the way to do it. This next game, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know what the heck I'm looking at. I don't know what I'm looking at. It's like a frog dude with this fist in front of him. It's like Battletoads in first-person shoot as a first-person shooter, man. I think it's freaking great. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm pulling a Ricky Bobby and like, I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, man. But it's very platformer style of, you know, first-person point of view. You're jumping from place to place. I'm cool with that. But I see absolutely no enemy, so I'm just kind of, that's kind of my point where I'm like, I'm kind of confused what I'm supposed to do here. Are we going through a maze? Are we jumping from, you know, place to place and trying to get through a maze without, you know, dying and going through holes? I'm really not sure. Yeah, I really don't know. I really don't know. So I can't tell if I want to have, it's going to let me have fun or not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like parkour. Is that what they're trying to get us to think? Or I'm not too sure. Maybe you guys have more insight on this than I do. But yeah, I really don't know what to think or say about this. It's just one of those, okay. Yeah, this is just really interesting. Now we're in the Alpine Alps. What? Now we're in a freaking mine. I don't know. I really don't know what we're. Yeah, and it ended abruptly. Yeah, I don't know about that one, guys. I really don't know about that one. Oh gosh, that's freaking crazy. Oops, this is all the way back there. Now here goes something that's a shut up and take my money type situation. I've never seen a Pokemon pinball machine, and I wouldn't mind having that in my house. Don't tell my wife that's what I'm saving up all my money for. A Pokemon pinball machine. It has a freaking Meowth freaking hot air balloon in there. It'd been nice if they had like Team Rocket just shoot out or whatever. Yeah. Oh, so you're playing pinball to capture Pokemon? I thought you were just hitting the ball around, but that's the goal. I'm assuming there's a Pokemon on top, and your goal is to make sure it goes in the Pokeball. That's actually pretty cool. I wonder how much something like this would cost. I bet you it costs like upwards to the $5,000. That's my guess. That is my guess. But this is super duper cool though. I wouldn't mind having that. Maybe I'll tell my wife, get that for me for Christmas, or don't get me anything at all. Oh. Why not? I would love to have that in my house. This is just a Counter-Strike costume map made into a whole game. Okay, interesting. That's yeah. I think it's a sick pinball. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it real fast. Is it possible to find Pokemon pinball? If anything, Pikmin God's gonna get it. Oh wow. I was way off. $9,499. That is expensive. That's $10,000 worth of video game. That's quite a bit. But if anybody's gonna get it, it's gonna be Pikmin God. And I'm just gonna go to Pikmin God's house and play it there. I don't know if you know it or not. Pikmin God is a multi-millionaire, and he just likes hanging out and supporting. But yeah, that's expensive. And then the homie Soul Smell, he's probably gonna get it too. He's a single man that lives in New York. He has a high rise that's valued at what, $5 million, right? And he charges people to live in his high rise. He charges $5,000 to $10,000 a month. It's freaking crazy. Freaking crazy. You have a great question. If you start off with "I have a great question" and not ask the question, 9 times out of 10, it's not as great as you thought it was. Just ask your question. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome in. That pinball machine has 3 versions: Pro, Premium, and Limited Edition. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So that makes a difference. Can you ask a question? Can you? Are you allowed to ask a question? All right. These questions better be good. They better be amazing. Let's see. We're going to put the fighting games at the end. Let's check this one out. I think this might be a good one. Well, it's not might be a good one. This one's probably going to be great. So we have Rayman anniversary 30th anniversary collection. I personally like Rayman Legends. Rayman Legends was very, very fun. There's so many characters you can choose from, and yeah, freaking this 30th anniversary collection. It has to be good. It doesn't look like they did a 5 playable versions. It doesn't look like they've done this in a remake though. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. There's going to be a whole lot of nostalgia for me here. But yeah, I really like Rayman Legends. And so I'll probably go ahead and end up getting this. Don't tell my wife. Because this is like easy achievements on top of that, right? If you're an achievement hunter, I'm sure you're going to get like a crap ton of achievements on this one. Yeah, and they give you some artwork at the end there. I think that's really cool. Oh, I did not know this company was French. I didn't realize this was a French company. Interesting. The more you know. That's really cool. Available tomorrow? Let's go. I think that, yeah, I'm going to put that on my list of games to get. Don't tell my wife, okay? Which is best? I don't like any of those numbers. I don't like any of those numbers. The best number is 8675309. Look it up. It's a great number. Yeah, pretty sure Rayman was Ubisoft. I can't remember. Ubisoft is French. I didn't realize Ubisoft was French. So, you know, that makes... Jenny Craig? No, Jenny Craig was 1-800-94-JENNY. I remember that one. But, so now, knowing Ubisoft is a French company, that gets me thinking, yo, Will, what's up, man? How you just snuck in here? Will just snuck in here this morning. What's up, man? How's it going? That paints a different picture. And what do I mean it paints a different picture? It paints a different picture because they're like, yo, corporate greed, American greed, blah, blah. Ubisoft been doing janky stuff for a long time, and they're a French company. So you can't just say American greed. It's just the gaming industry that's like that, you know? personally, I don't think these companies are greedy necessarily. I think some of their business practices are a little wonky. So like I was talking to my wife about that kind of conversation we had with Godzilla King, and just kind of putting in perspective how much these things cost and how much these things are. And we keep on forgetting. So here's a great example of that, right? At least I think is a good example. If you have a game that sells for $60, right? And you have a staff or a team that is that's at least 80 people deep, right? Let's do the math real quick. Like, I'm gonna pull up the calculator because I want to make it make sense. I want all this stuff to make sense, all of it. I forgot to stop that video. Anyways, I want this to make sense, and I want to make sense to everyone. And maybe just maybe we can get on the same page here, and why I feel the way that I do about some of these. Wait, hold on. Is this the one? I gotta delete this one. I don't think I want the Rayman. So joint. We have, whose house was French. So I feel stupid on that one. I'll delete that video. All right, so let's do the math here. Let's do the math here, and I think the biggest thing that I want to hit on and go over with this is just understanding, how the video game business generally works. I mean, I think this is common sense, but a lot of people don't recognize why a game is so expensive or why you have to sell it at the price that it's being sold at, right? And I think the biggest thing is like this. We're just going to use this as the example. So you have a game that sells for $60, right? $60. And you have a total of 10,000 copies sold. 10,000 copies sold. That is $600,000, right? But you have a team of what? Let's just say on the low end, you have a team of 20 people. So we're going to divide that by 20. Yo, each person gets $30,000 for that one game. That's not a lot. If you really think about it, it's like, yo, I need to live. And that's not like, oh, I got $30,000 all at once because it sold really well. That's $30,000 over the course of years, or maybe in some cases a year, but that takes time, right? To get to that point, right? So and I think that's where my beef is, right? So you got a game like 2XKO that is free, and people are complaining about it, and you say, hey, I'm gonna buy the season pass, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy that. So let's do that same thing. $60,000, $600,000, right? Let's just say it's $600,000 because people are complaining about this free game, right? Let's divide that by 160. Each person gets 3,750 if you're splitting it up the right way. And no, this is just an example here. I don't know what they actually made, or maybe let's see. Maybe we can find that. How much did Riot make off of 2XKO so far? Let's see how much they made off of here. They might have a exact price here. I'm not sure. As of February, less than a month after official January 20 console launch, has not generated significant publicly disclosed revenue for Riot Games. That's even so. It sounds like that's not a good look, right? They're not even disclosing the numbers. That's how much they didn't make. So, you know what? Let's go to the nearest 10, right? Let's just say they sold $1 million worth of product. Oh, that's 10 million. $1 million worth of product here. $1 million worth of product. Let's divide that by 160. $6,250. All right, and you know what? Better yet, let's go do 10 million. Let's just say I don't think they made 10 million off this game yet, but let's do that and divide that by this much. Each person would get $62,500. That's not a lot. That's not a lot for the game that people are demanding. Hey, we need the servers to be worked on. We need this to be worked. I need new character skins. I need this. I need that. That's really not a lot of money for people to get paid. And they're like, well, do it for the love of it. What? If you're good at something, never do it for free, right? And I think that's kind of how Riot is treating this, man. And again, I don't know the exact numbers, but as on the business side and trying to make it make sense, guys, that doesn't make sense. It's not sustainable. So cutting the team in half, 2 + 2 is 4 in my book, you know. Yo, what's up, Pierce? How's it going, man? The big boys at like Ubi and EA are too big. They have to make a game that provides good return for investors. What the gamers want is not high on the priority. Yeah, absolutely. Problem is game budgets are inflated with nonsense. Teams that are too big, money spent on making the most realistic looking hair that nobody will look at because the gameplay is boring. Facts. You said you're going to start charging your wife for that good D? How's it going, Pierce? Part of the reason too isn't make enough is because the shop is actively prevents people from spending money. Well, again, I don't think that's the point. I like regardless. In order for 2XAO to sustain 160 person staff, and their only purpose is in life is to focus on that game, people have to spend money, period. And people don't want to do that. And we continuously forget $60, and you sell, let's say you sell 1 million. Let's do that. Let's do the math. Let's do the math. Let's do that math again, Bad Jab. Let's say, again, I know the game's free, but let's say we say 60 for $60, $59.99 times 1 million. You sold 1 million copies of this game. Let's just say you did. It's 60, and to sustain this staff. Remember, I haven't seen a game that sold 1 million copies right off there. This rare that a game sells within the first couple of months, right? So that it's so it's sustainable. So let's divide that by 120, dude. That's $500,000, right? $500,000, but that's not realistic, right? 60,000, because that's saying that we sold 1 million copies. That's not realistic, man. That's not realistic. So now let's go over here. Let's use Tekken. Let's use Tekken. I think that's a good one to use. Tekken 8 sales. It sold 3 million copies worldwide. All right, 3 million. 3 million worldwide at the price times. Let's multiply that by. No, you got to divide it. Sorry. 3 million. No, I'm doing that right. $60, right? Boom. They made $180 million. Let's see how big this team is. Tekken 8 team. Dev team. Wait, how many? I'm asking this wrong. How many are on the Tekken 8 dev team? Let's see how many. Let's see how many people are here. Around 160 people on the dev team, right? So let's divide that by 160. So we're assuming that each guy gets, this number right here. But that's not true, right? We can generally agree that that's not true. right? Yo, hi Crumpet, what's up? How's it going? But because the shop has randomized rotating stock, players who want to buy a skin have like 5% chance of even getting the skin their character in the shop, let alone the actual spend money. Still, I don't know. So we got so if we're gonna be fair and saying Bandai Namco is paying their employees quite a bit of money there, each person divvying out and distributing this should get $1 million, right? But this is over the course of 2-3 years. We probably could split this in half, right? We probably could split this in half. With that being said, they have shareholders, they have CEOs, they got so many other people that they got to pay in this, and then the players are asking for more money. Like, if I made $1 million in a year, are you okay? Are you gonna just stop right there? Are you gonna stop right there? No. You're like, I need another $1 million the next year. But the game already sold, so you got to figure out other ways to sell that said game. You know? But hi Crumpet. I'm doing all right. Going through some hard times, but pushing. Oh, I'm glad. Well, yeah, keep on keeping on, girlfriend. Keep on keeping on. Keeping on. You know, they probably did. They probably paid Harada for his farewell tour. But like it's not like the gaming industry and I guess my point is the gaming industry is not sustainable unless people are buying stuff, man. And if we're not buying stuff, it's not going to be sustainable, and nor does anybody want to invest in it. I mean, I love 2XO, but they fumbled hard if they expected to make that kind of money. Oh no, they definitely did. They made it. In my opinion, they tried a different they tried a different sales tactic. They tried a different sales tactic, and because they tried a different sales tactic that they thought was going to be sustainable, I think that's a lot of the reason why they failed. In addition to releasing the game on PC first and then console, that did it too. But the template for games, buying games, is selling it for a fixed price and doing seasons specifically for the FGC. I think the only game that did it in a good way that was different was Killer Instincts. You can buy the whole game and get all the stuff to go along with it, or you can just play it for free and focus on your character or whatever, or you just rotate through the character that they release that month and allow you to play. I think that's the only exception to the rule. But what's the topic of the day? No, it's Trailer Tuesdays. I just got off on a tangent though, talking about these games being expensive and stuff, because I think it leads into our next stuff later on. No, I know how we got here. Even though that does go there, we're talking about Rayman and corporate greed. And Rayman 30th anniversary is I don't know what I was thinking. I thought Ubisoft was a American company. It's a French company. And so we can't say American corporate greed anymore. It's just the gaming industry and its template is that, you know. A lot of us are happy to buy as long as it's convenient for us to do so. I don't disagree with that. I would buy more if I could gift stuff to my friend. Ooh, that's actually a pretty good idea. Yo, Godzilla King, what's up, brother? How's it going? Hey, yeah, thanks for the compliment. It's like I love Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles like my favorite thing right now. What if 2XL is just a way to get more people into LOL and not the other way around? That'd be funny. I don't think that's the case. I think they said, hey, we can tap into the fighting game industry, and because that's an easy win, and it's not as easy as they expected it to be. That's what I truly think happened. All right, let's check this out. I don't know what this is. Oh, All right, so we have this next one. It is Mina the Howler. This is from the this is from the guys that did Shovel Knight.
From the creators of Shovel Knight.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting this. Shovel Knight. Man, I played Shovel Knight nonstop for I'm gonna say probably about a solid 3 months, and just it had a lot of good replay value. And I kind of like that they are coming out with new games. This reminds me of Legends of Zelda right now. You know, Link's Awakening. I think we talked about that a little bit earlier. Link's Awakening.
The limited time demo will be exclusively available on PlayStation 5.
Oh, okay. So we can't play this on Steam yet. I'm pretty sure it's eventually going to come to Steam though. I'm going to get that one. Don't tell my wife. All right? Don't tell her that I might get that game right there. She's going to be mad at me. It's like, "Stop buying games." Like, "What? Huh?" A lot of people saying make 2x and 1v1. Is that a solution? Where it's at right now, I don't think it's gonna matter. And guess what you can do in 2XKO right now? You can play it 1v1 if you want to. It's called Juggernaut. It's Juggernaut style of play. So I don't think that's a factor in there. Either it's one of those, either you play it or you don't. The problem that we're having, and I think it's one of the things that Maximilian Dude talked about. One of the problems that we're having is the criticism of video games right now, whether it's a fighting game, whether it's a, insert type of game here, right? We're constantly just taking a dump on practices and business practices, and we generally don't know what's going on, or we're just making assumptions. And then on top of making assumptions, we go, "Hey, this game's dead." You're like, "Whoa, hold on. 2XKO isn't dead. They just had to cut down staff because they're not making the money that they expected." Remember, we just did the math for how people get paid for playing games, right? If you buy a game for $60 and only 10,000 units are sold, that's only $600,000 that's being given to that company, right? So make it make sense. Again, I don't know the numbers of 2XKO. I'm just saying they haven't disclosed how much they made off of their free game, off of the things like costumes and new characters and season passes. So I'm to assume that they made under $1 million because they said they had to cut their staff in half. So I don't think anything would have saved it, because it's a free-to-play game with a group of people that don't think they have to pay for a game, and it's just for the love of video games. And that's really not how those types of things work, right? They really don't work that way. You got to make it make sense. I'm not going to use the word doom, but because people have said the game is doomed, it makes the game doomed. I think there's going to be a core group of people that still continue to play that game competitively because it is a good game at the end of the day, right? But we gotta be realistic. This isn't one of those, toxic positivity, the power of positivity. Sometimes you just got to be real with it. It's like, yo, if you guys don't support it, it's gonna fail. It's a good game that's gonna fail because you pulled out, because you said, hey, they cut the staff in half because they couldn't pay the staff. What? Come on, man. You need coffee, baby? Oh, you just sitting there? Oh, you're waiting on it. Okay. Let's see. See, yeah, a lot of people have been saying to it's all right. Yeah, Pierce, me and you just said the same thing. I need to educate myself on that, to be honest, CJ, because what do I know if they're going negative in this or not? Yeah, for sure. Love, it's not enough to keep this sustainable, right? Ultimately, it's just not the game for me, though. It's the reason I only put 1 day into it. I was never into LOL, so I have no attack. Right. So one of the things that they thought was going to happen with this game, they thought they were going to pull all these LOL guys. they said LOL guys are going to turn to Street Fighter, not Street Fighter, they're fighting game guys, right? When really it was a bunch of fighting game guys that turned into LOL guys. Those fighting game guys said, hey, there's parallels to fighting games in LOL. And so in the long run, they're like, well, you might be right. We have some very popular characters here. Let's see what happens. And that's what we got, yo. Again, the game is great. The game's freaking awesome. It's an incredible game. Incredible game. But we can't sit here and lie to ourselves and act like we've been spending hundreds of dollars on that game to ensure that we support the people that made it. Here's what it is. All right, next trailer, guys. Boom. Our next trailer that we have is God of War, Son of Sparta. That was on that PlayStation joint that was out there not too long ago. Let's check this out. God of War, Son of Sparta. I'm actually pretty excited about this, making it a platformer game. Again, I think this is like within that space of what's the name of that game? As you move through the regions of the Blasphemous. I don't know. A lot of games that are like difficult like this in that modern platform. Of course, you got the Metroidvania games, but Blasphemous was freaking great, man. Freaking Blasphemous was freaking incredible, and still is incredible, man. It's a great game, and it looks like this kind of going down that same path, and not just your typical Metroidvania style game, right? And this is child Kratos. Look, you get to go down the path and stuff like that, and upgrade your character. That's really good. Upon reaching a temple, you'll be able to unlock its crossing of Olympus and transport yourself down. So what I'm hoping for this one is, though, I'm hoping that they go ahead and release this for PlayStation, obviously, but eventually I'm hoping that it gets to Steam. To unlock new abilities that will be crucial in helping Kratos bypass certain obstacles. Yeah, I'm definitely buying this because I need to support creators. Don't tell my wife. Well, she's over there in the kitchen looking up. She's like, what? Don't tell me what? The gifts of Olympus provide Kratos with a vast array of powerful attacks, some of which are crucial. So this is when Kratos was still innocent. He was tough, but he wasn't like disgruntled like he is now. Everything in Laconia is as it seems. Some walls are illusions or can be smashed, revealing new passageways or hidden. Oh, that's cool. Don't hesitate to whack your spear against a wall or two. You might find a surprise you weren't expecting. Oh yeah, that's actually really cool. I like games that have little secrets like that. And activities to find. Make sure you interact with the You're like, yo, I didn't even I remember like Metroid was like that. You remember on the original Metroid, there's certain areas and you just hit the wall and like pieces of meat falls out so you can get extra life, or you get to level up your weapons and stuff like that. Oh, this is available now. Oh, let's freaking go. Sorry, see, I know you doing trailer. I extended that top. No, you're fine. I got time. I got time today. That's funny. I had an opposite reaction. The idea of duos in a fighting game made me get, whoa, ouch. I grew up playing 4-player MVC, DOA, MK9, and Tekken Tag, and it's been by far the easiest way to get my friends into fighting games. These types of games are like portable Steam. Yeah, I have. Where is my Steam Deck? It's right over here. Yes. Popsicle. Popsicle's in the building. What's up, man? As a DZ fan, we are eating nothing these past years. Andrew Range 20, welcome in. No, you haven't. DC. I don't know what's going on with DC, but hey, see, I have a Steam Deck. Steam Decks are really cool. See, they're great. And that's kind of why I'm like, yeah, I gotta get you gotta get these games, right? Honestly, DC not having games is DC's fault. They put a lot of heavy emphasis on having the DC universe, and it's just flopped every single time, man. Every single time they try to rejuvenate the freaking DC stuff, my God, it's like, yo, bro, what are we doing? It just kind of is what it is, man. But Andrew Range, oh, what's up? Welcome in. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Yeah, the Batman Arkham games, they were good. They were very good. Like, they were extremely good. I think the um, I think the issue that you run into, yo, Saga, what's up, man? I think the issue you run into with DC, well, you know what? I'll stay on that for a second. Let's stay on that for a second. And then we'll go, because the last bit of trailers is all fighting game stuff, and that's where we want to be at today, dealing with the fighting game stuff. I'm gonna cross my legs because this is worth the conversation with you guys, right? Yo, Saga, what's up? Carnus, what's up? I hope all is well with you guys. Movies are getting better, comics are incredible, but right now DC games are suffering. I agree. Oh no, yeah, the legs are officially crossed because it's somewhat of a hot take, right? Somewhat of a hot take. Oh, also, welcome in. I'm the most determined soul, CJ Berry, the leader of waves and waves of people in determination. CJ's who I am, MDSoul's what I am, so you can just call me CJ. I really don't mind it. And today we have Trailer Tuesdays, and we're getting ready to go over Dead or Alive 6, their new release, that last round. We're going over Marvel Tokon, and then last but not least, we're going to be talking about the new Avatar fighting game. If you haven't already hit that follow button, make sure you hit the follow button. If you're already following, make sure you subscribe. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, and then make sure you hit that join button and join the community. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, let's hit on this. I think this might be worth our while, right? So, we're talking about DC, right? The problem with DC, in my opinion, right now, where we're at, they're trying to imitate everybody else, right? Like, why? That's the first thing. Why are we trying to imitate everybody else? DC alone, by itself, has been doing a lot of great things that I think need to be acknowledged. I think hands down, they have the best cartoon series ever. You have Batman Beyond, you have all the Batman cartoons, you have the Batman movies, and that's their lane. That is their lane. And they need to stick to that. You know, I think it's freaking great. They don't need to make a universe. Now they can make a series, but they don't need to make a universe. They can just easily make one-offs. They haven't finished the Batman yet. You know, anybody seen the newest Batman movie? They haven't finished the Batman yet, right? The reason, in my opinion, the reason why they haven't done well in the DC universe, because their characters that they keep on choosing aren't compelling, and they haven't done overlap with the characters that are. So in my opinion, they should have had the Dark Knight Batman overlap Superman, the good Superman movie that we had. But no, they said, hey, stop it. We're going to have it overlap Ben Affleck's Batman. But then they didn't have a freaking movie to go along with it. They had Superman versus Batman without putting emphasis on Batman. You know, that doesn't make sense to me. So that's where their first fumble was, right? Then they had a Wonder Woman movie. Why? I don't think Wonder Woman's bad or anything like that, but she doesn't overlap each other. They don't overlap in the same way that Superman and Batman do. So in the Marvel movies, they had Iron Man by himself, 2 to 3 movies. Captain America by himself, 2 to 3 movies. Hulk by himself, 1 to 2 movies. Thor, couple movies, and then allowed them to come to a head. And then they introduced other characters when it came to a head, and then boom, they spun off of that. DC did not do that. DC did not do that at all. They said, we're going to do a whole bunch of one-offs and then hope that they all come together. And that just doesn't work, right? So then the next part of that is, I think a lot of Warner Brothers stuff, they stopped they stopped making movies to sell toys. Y'all forgot about that. They stopped selling movies to sell toys, right? Or making movies to sell toys. That's originally the reason why a lot of movies and cartoons exist, to push toys. If you liked He-Man and you like He-Man was the best thing ever, cool, that's what's up. I need you to know that was a walking advertisement, right? They were trying to sell toys. You know, remember cable TV back in the day, you know, you got the first couple of basic channels for free. How does that company make their money? They make their money by selling other products, t-shirts, other merchandise, toys, right? That's how they do it. They did not do that in the same way Marvel did. So going back to what they're really good at, they're good at making cartoons. You go over there on Netflix right now, they have some of the best cartoons out there, period. Best movie cartoons, period. Stick to that. Stick to that. Do not tarnish the DC name by making all these movies and then not completing the universe. That doesn't make sense. So now, with all that being said, bringing it to a head, like a pimple, it doesn't make sense to me for them to make a game and the movie itself isn't successful. Let's see how this lines up real quick. Batman movies. And then I'm going to say Batman games. Let's take a look at this together. Batman movies and Batman games, and let's see where they all come together at. Let's take a look. So, and see how this aligns and why I'm like, no, you know, your Batman, they could do a whole lot better. So, we have all this is more recent stuff, but let's see what lines up in 2011. What was out in 20? We have the Batman movie that came out 2012. That was the year afterwards. We have Batman Year One. Okay, that should align with these Batman games. Then we also have what other one came out in 20 that within that time frame. Batman versus that's weird. That was a weird one. Where is the one that makes sense? 2012, that's when The Dark Knight rises, right? And the Batman begins in The Dark Knight. So it only makes sense for you to release a Batman Arkham Asylum because we just had The Dark Knight, right? Batman Arkham City, boom, that's in between The Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises. And Arkham Origins, hey, let's give you something to like hold you over now that this movie right here has begun, right? We're gonna hold you over. To me, that makes sense. But now, when's the last Batman game we had? We had this one right here, Arkham Shadows, and I don't think a lot of people talked about it. But what Batman movie came out that aligns with this? There hasn't been one. There hasn't been one at all. The last one came out in 2022, and they did not capitalize in releasing a Batman game to align with that one. They did not have a Batman game to align with that. So, in my opinion, that's some of the reason why, you know, DC, and I'm just using Batman as the example, they didn't capitalize on a lot of the things that they should and normally capitalize on. So I'm like, yo, we got to make it make sense. We cannot continue to have this hope for DC games, you know, and DC movies if it doesn't align. They are really forgetting Wonder Woman be fighting gods in regular. Well, they didn't make a game. They should have capitalized the game and made a better story, Andrew. That's what they should have done. Same thing with the animated movie into the Spider-Verse style, literally coming of age story of Terry and his mentor that also needs to grow with him and into being a Batman. Yeah. Spider-Man, when they had Spider-Man movies, they had Spider-Man games to go along with it. Might not be the same story, but stuff came out. Think about toys too. Well, back in the day, they were toys. My Ninja Turtles fought my X-Men on my bunk bed fortress. Yes, I remember. Now toys are made and marketed at collectors, not to be played because kids aren't playing with them, right? Kids aren't really playing with them, right? Dang, Andrew just left. He started a conversation and just left. I'm gonna start going like, hey, if you don't say hello, boom, follow only chat. Oh, Swamp, what's up, man? Thank you, I appreciate that. Kids got iPads now. No, big facts. Big facts. They got iPads now. And they're not playing with toys as much as they used to. And it's just kind of one of those is what it is type things, yo. Oh, there's a lot of things, Prince, in the strategies of playing games, you know. Toys were us. I think you're pretty accurate there. Oh, you got a baby? Whoa, wait, hold on. You got a baby? Oh, snap. Hooray for babies.
Who's the birthday girl? You're the birthday girl. You're the birthday girl. Who's the birthday girl? You're the birthday girl. Who's the birthday girl? You're the birthday girl. You're the birthday girl. Who's the birthday girl? You're the birthday girl.
Hooray for babies. Hashtag Team Dads. There's nothing wrong with being a dad and hanging out. There's a lot of us in that boat. That's why we have this style of stream for you dads out there that like talking about cool stuff. And your wife goes, "Hey, we're not going to spend $19 on us going to the movies." Yes, we are. Me and you are going to the movies. Yeah, I kind of have the same problem. I have 3 sons, 18, 16, and 9, and trying to keep them off YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram is dang near impossible. It's dang near impossible. Well, you got to go on Tuesdays, Button Drummer. Or at least over here on Tuesdays, you have the matinee and stuff like that. So, as a matter of fact, babe, come here fast. I think she, speaking of things, you gotta tell me. You got questions. Do you think movies are too expensive right now?
Yes.
And when do we see movies?
On the cheap day.
On the cheap day. The cheap day is on Tuesdays, guys. Make sure you go to the movies on Tuesdays so that you can get it. What is $5?
$7 now.
It's
Right.
tariffs, inflation. What's going on? Why is it like this? I don't know why it's like that. What's the next movie we're going to see, you know?
Whatever that Marvel one was, isn't it?
There's a Marvel movie?
I thought you said there was a Marvel movie.
No, there isn't a Marvel movie.
What's the one that's like 4 hours long?
4 hour, what?
I want to see, there's a scary movie out. It's 2 words. Save something, hunt something. Actually, can we do that tonight?
Yeah, we can go see a movie. We get to go see the movies tonight. Ooh.
Send help.
Send help. Okay, that's one we're gonna check out. Mortal Kombat 2 movies coming out soon.
What's the other one you were talking
We're talking about Spider-Man Noir, but that's on Disney Plus.
No, there was one that you were like, when last time we went to the theaters, they were advertising it, and it's like a 3-hour long movie or something like that.
I don't recall a 3-hour long movie. The Street Fighter movie, yes, I totally forgot about that. That's gonna be another good one. But you're prepared to spend $500 on your movie. What? What? You know what we can do with $500? Oh, right. There's a couple of them. Sinners is a phenomenal movie. Honestly, I'm typically not like, oh, it has to have a sequel, because I think it's dumb. Sometimes sometimes just leaving it where it's at is fine. But Sinners, I wouldn't mind them stepping into that universe. Very similar to Blade, right?
Avengers.
Oh, Avengers Doomsday.
December.
It's in December. That's a while. That's a while from now. Twilight ruined the reputation of that.
It did. It did. I won't touch anything that has vampire anything.
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah. Oh, you come back over here when you're done.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing? Super. But there's a lot of movies that are coming out really soon. Sinners would be, bro. Sinners would be an incredible. It would be an incredible series, man. Yo, Holla, what's up, dude? But Sinners, don't you agree? Sinners would be an incredible series.
Oh yeah.
Like what's that other one?
Build a whole universe around that.
What's that Craft movie show?
Craft.
What's the Craft? What's that Craft movie thing? Man, something Craft. You guys know what I'm talking about. Craft.
What is it about?
It's about black people and all the mysterious stuff with black people. Lovecraft.
I never watched that. I heard it was
Lovecraft
really good, but when
Country.
I heard that it got canceled, I didn't even start it.
Yeah, but I heard it was gonna be like it was really good. Like I started it, then I'd like kind of put it down. But it was good for what the stuff that I watch, you know. So I think Sinners could easily be a series that people could check out and watch.
Did it at least finish the season well?
I'm not sure.
Because there might be another group that picks it up and finishes it.
I trust Holla. He said it
Okay.
was cool. So it might be worth it. But they canceled it so it doesn't have any closure more than it didn't end well. You know what I'm saying?
If another network picks it up, I'm gonna go back and watch it. But another network has to pick it up first.
Okay. Tony Todd was still on Imagine, Candyman, and Sinners. That would be dope. That would actually be really good.
Huh.
I think I'd be into that because they already have the mystique behind it, right? And so then you know where the cross would come, because Candyman was about him falling in love with the white chick, getting his hand cut off, and so like the overlap would be there. And what if the people that did that to him, the reason why and how he became that was because they were vampires that did it, and he fell in love with the vampire, and that's how it got mystical. Because just killing a guy, right, doesn't do that. I cut your hand off and I stung you with bees. You don't get mystical powers from doing that. But you can get mystical powers if they also bit him and then he got stung by bees. You see what I'm saying?
They bit his nub.
Yeah. It was canceled because the toxic worker. Creative differences. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Well, whoever had the rights to it then ultimately should have continued and made their own version of it.
Oh, Andrew, he lives and born in New Orleans. Oh, cool. That's what's up. New Orleans is like, for me, New Orleans is like Texas, and all your exes are there, and I'm not going out there.
We going out there, it's for business.
It's for business if we go up to New Orleans. Like, no joke, business. I will never. Like, have I been there before and had a good time, celebrate Christmas? I did all that. But like, no, I just don't go there anymore. But
there's a really good Vietnamese restaurant that's there that like every time we had to go down there, I would always go to that restaurant, and they had the best lemongrass chicken wings. I would if we lived closer, I would drive to go there.
A Princess and the Frog and Sinners Cross, that would be a good one too. I could get what you got.
Y'all getting real imaginative.
I know, but it's like this is what they need. This is what they need. This is what the people need. Give me,
because if I don't like
Choctaw
vampire
Hunters.
fantasy stuff, but if they're going to, when it's done in the way that Sinners was done, with a cast like that, okay, I'll entertain it.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. All right. Oh, you? I had that one
Way of
question.
saying, okay, get out of here.
Well, I don't know if you're into fighting game stuff.
No.
Okay, so that's what I want. That was
I'm
a
not
good
into
one.
it. I just don't know anything about it.
Okay. Yeah, we go on and check out these new fighting game things, these new fighting game reels and stuff. Yes, watched Hellsing before. Hellsing's really good show. I'm more of a Ninja Scrolls type of guy, but still pretty good. Me and my wife, we gotta do more podcasts together. You know, we gotta do another podcast together. I'll eventually get there and do another podcast We haven't done a podcast in a while. We haven't done a podcast in a while, so maybe we'll get around to doing that. Indefinitely, you know. All right. Moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one, we are going to be talking about Avatar. Oh, this is Toph. Or is it Toph or Toph? Well, we have Avatar, Last Airbender. We're going to be checking that out. Boom. Let's check it out. So we have a new character, and from what I've been seeing of Avatar, The Last Airbender, they have a lot of great stuff. There's a lot of people looking forward to this game, and I'm hoping that it has the same effect that Dragon Ball FighterZ had. On Dragon Ball FighterZ, everybody and their mama was playing that game, and I like that this isn't a tag game on top of that. This was the year of the tag game, and I think they kind of overstayed their welcome. Only time will tell, because we have Marvel Tokon that's going to release eventually too. But I think we kind of overdid it and got a little too excited about the tag fighters. But I'm excited about this as 1v1, and I think the only problem that I have with this game, it very much looks like the Nickelodeon website cartoon game. I'm not saying that it won't play well. It's just it looks like the Nickelodeon website games or whatever. Hopefully, it's gonna do way better than that. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it will do way better than that. But this is pretty dope. I think I'm definitely gonna play it. I'm definitely gonna get it. When does this come? This comes out this summer. I'm really excited for it. We can wish list this on Steam right now. Let's go wish list on Steam a little bit later. That's a good one. I need it. I need it in my life. You were skeptical. Why were you skeptical of it? Your face is a Last Airbender. It is. It is. I like bending air with my face. Imagine the type of air that I'm bending with my face, though, Popsicle. Just imagine. Just think about the type of air that I'm bending. I hope you got that visual. I hope you got that visual. You seen the remaking of Ninja Scrolls? It's dropping a limited. Ooh, I need to get that, Ali. A limited edition steelbook. I'm with that. The boulder is conflicted about hitting a little. She talks mad trash though, Button Drummer. Oh, it looks like for sure. It looks like a solid fighter. Yeah, the animation style a little rough for me, but I'm still gonna try. Yes, of course. There's a beta you can sign up for. I did sign up for it. I don't think I got accepted into it, Bad Jab. It's about time a Solid Fighter finally came out. Is the cabbage vendor a playable? Remind me of addicting GameCon Flash. Yeah, see, you know what I'm see. That's what I'm saying. So I got a lot of backlash. Unk level jokes. Yeah, there definitely are. I'm not as young as people think I am. I'm proud of that, but I'm not as young as people think I am. Hot air. The air that I'm bending, it rhymes with beasts. The air that I'm bending rhymes with beasts. Are you getting this visual? Reminds me of addicting games. Yes, definitely reminds me of that. So I said that the Flash game, it reminded me of a Flash game, and people are like, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, bro, yes I do. It's freaking. It reminds me of a Flash game. And it gives me Flash game vibes, and though it can work out and end up being good, it just is unsettling for me when I see the characters and you can see where it's hinged at, and it does this. You know what I'm talking about? Does anybody know what I'm talking about when it comes to that? They have that weird, like it's not attached, and so it has the regular body, and then the other arms and stuff that are like controlled like a puppet. Yeah, a very high quality Flash game. Yes, it does. So I'm not stupid. I know I'm not stupid. I just like, yo, how like why are the slow kids the only ones that are speaking up right now? You know, they haven't sent out beta code yet. Sign-ups just went out a few days ago. Man, I've been signed up for that game, Bad Jab. I've been signed up for it. Yes, it rhymes with Mies. I airbend things that rhyme with Mies. All right, this next one, I think this is definitely worth talking about, man. Uh-oh. So we have Marvel Tokon fighting Souls, and we have a new character in this game. And I like this doom and gloom stuff that constantly happens with games during the beta. I kind of don't like that, right? Because during the beta, they didn't ask, because I took the survey afterwards, they didn't ask, how do you feel about the game? Is there enough characters? Is there this? Is there that, right? They specifically were asking about your online experience. So it's more so a online test more than it was like you guys get to really enjoy the game at its fullest, right? I think the only problem that I have with this game is, and what I do agree with people on, is that it only has 20 characters. I think they should have came out with 30. But the problem that you run into once you start creeping into that 30 area, it's like you're going to get a whole lot of generic characters, right? So you look at like Marvel vs. Capcom, right? You have Ken and Ryu. They're pretty much the same guy. Guile and Charlie Nash, pretty much the same guy, right? And then you take a character like Cyclops, it has similar movesets, right? His I-beam is the same thing as a fireball, right? So I kind of have a problem with their having, that's a dope character. Okay, let's freaking go. But I think that's kind of where I have the problem with saying it needs more. And I really don't think it needs more characters. I think it just needs to be that much more polished. And again, I think that one of the things that could have helped it is don't start it off as a tag game. Start it off as a 1v1 and then evolve it to a tag game. But overall, I'm down for this. When I played, I thoroughly enjoyed it. There's a little bit of strat there that you can use. It's tons of fun, man. It's going to be available August 6th. That's after Evo. Evo should have been like, I don't know why Evo decided they wanted to do their stuff in June. It messed it up for like a lot of people. If they released this in August 6th and Evo was like later on that month, I think it would have been better that they did it that way. But whatever your mama, I'm still excited about the game. I think this game has a lot of promise. And this whole, like, everybody going, this game's going to suck. Like, just shut up for a second. Let the game release, all right? And when the game releases and it officially sucks, then say something about it. But don't be it. Come on. Stop it. Cut it out. You ain't touching Tokon? Who is they? Who killed the hype? More characters mean harder to balance them too. Right, exactly, Popsicle. I would have to agree with you on that. I have to agree with you on that one. It's like, come on, man. All right, so I think that's a good place we can start. I just wish it was 4-player co-op. Bad jab. Bad jab. I don't think I like you right now. I don't like you right now, man. Oh, please, in English? Do you want it in English? Of course, going to the character select and stuff, but I kind of enjoyed like them saying, random stuff in Japanese. It's kind of fun. Like, what is it? I think Hadouken, it translates to like power away fist. Would you like to hear them say power away fist every time they throw it out? Or would you like to hear them go, instead of going, Hadouken, Would you prefer them to go Dragon Punch? Would you prefer that? Because it already sounds with Guile. Sonic Boom. You're like, okay. But mainly because he's American, right? But maybe how do you say tiger in how do you say tiger in the Thailand language? How do you say tiger? How do you pronounce that? I think it's pronounced Sua. Suye. Tiger in Thai is pronounced Suye, written as it is high class consonant word. And for context, a tiger in Thailand's alphabet, specifically the letter, is called Sui Suye. 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 Su's uppercut. Like, what? I think I would like that better than tiger. It's pronounced tiger. Y'all silly. You're not a fan of teams. No, I respect that. I'm playing they took liberty with sounds. That's fair. I'm with that. The more people I can carry, the better. Bad. It's the fourth asking me to join Canadian Army Force. Since joining the stream, they really want me to. Yeah, you should join the Canadian Army and cheat at curling. We're invading Michigan. That's funny. Full thought. I don't dislike Marvel Tokon. I think we should give it a little bit more time and wait for it to release to make our opinion about it, because it plays a whole lot, in my opinion, like Dragon Ball FighterZ. Dragon Ball FighterZ is a very fun game. It's a very good game, and they're still releasing stuff to go along with it. I think this also, the argument that I've been making in reference to games, they should be releasing a lot of games. Remember in the 90s, they were just boom, game, all these games, right? And now we're not getting as many fighting games as we used to. So ultimately it ends up being there's something for somebody out there. And while there's something for somebody out there, that allows us to still be in each other's space. So I think that's where I'm going at with that. And I'm fine with that. You don't want that, Godzilla King. You're saying that, but you really don't want that. You don't want it, okay? You think you do, but you don't want that. And just kind of put it in perspective, did we like Mortal Kombat 1? Did we like Mortal Kombat 1? Marvel Tokon having skins really tells me that Marvel is giving Arc System Works the Marvel money, because Dragon Ball FighterZ has no skins. I got an argument to that. Plus, along with that, Bandai has been underfunding Arc System Works and stuff. All right, so here goes my argument, right? Dragon Ball FighterZ doesn't have skins because they keep on making reimaginings of the character instead of having the character level up and power up. There's like, 4 different versions of Goku? Same thing with Dragon Ball Sparking. So, like, their roster really should be, shorter and smaller than that, with the outside of fusions. But it's like, that's your skins right there. And then for that matter, do you really want skins? I don't think I want skins necessarily. I just want color changes, right? Oh, I never imagined this color scheme before, I never imagined this color, I'm excited for Tokon, but I already know I won't be a main for. Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you, Get Wrecked. NK1 was, yes, exactly. I tried to like it so much. I'm in the same boat as you, Ollie. I was like, I tried so hard to like it. And so I know for a fact, after playing, Injustice and Injustice 2. I loved Injustice and Injustice 2. Incredible freaking games. Oh my god, they were so good. But if you made those into tag games, ew, I think not. Absolutely not. How many hair colors can one man go through? Yeah, I understand. Skins are DLC. Skins are DLC. That's funny. No need for skins when you have 50 versions of a character in 1 through 3. Yes, exactly. Hey, let's freaking go. 10th Street. I'm gonna unlock skins. I can agree with that. I want to play Goku in his yard costume. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I think also I'm coming from a. I think I'm coming from a place of unclehood. Am I allowed to say that? I'm coming from a place of unclehood, right? And coming from that place of unclehood, I don't recall skins being a thing growing up. I think the first time I saw a skin, it's something you can consider skins, is Tekken 3. Jin had his schoolboy outfit, and Ling Xiaoyu had her schoolgirl outfit, and then Law had one alternative outfit, and then you had Tiger Jackson instead of Eddie Gordo. That's the first time, and that didn't bother me at all, right? Mortal Kombat, they had different outfits in Mortal Kombat 4, but even that didn't bother me at all. That wasn't a thing, you know? They were alternate costumes, but they weren't like skins, you know? So to me, skins are weird. Skins are weird. So when I went to the arcade, it wasn't I want this skin. It was CJ's the only guy that's allowed to have the green kin. You know, Holmes is the only guy that uses the orange Ryu outfit, you know? And that's how I grew up, and you recognize people. And I think that would be like a better thing online, even like, hey, this group of people are the people that use this version of that character, that color of the character. But the skin, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, that's what it was about. It was about the color palettes. The colors were the coolest thing in customization. Coming place of unclehood is something I still. Soul Calibur had main and two out. Yes, exactly. It wasn't really a skin. My brother-in-law at the time, Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate, that was a costumes galore. It was all about the boobies though. Like you were getting costumes and more costumes so that you potentially can see more nipples. I'm coming from a serious fan though, because only people that rock with Dragon Ball Z Heavy, New York Goku for real, which was the goated arc of the story. Cultured man's, he's cultured. Give me a DC fighting game in the style of Dragon Ball Fighters. Most of the DC cast has can team up. Give me a Strive 1v1 version of a Bleach game, and give me my Batman Beyond Insomniac Spider-Man. GGK. Shake my head at you. I'm gonna shake my head at you. Some console games had a color edit. Yes, they did. That is, those skins are alternate skins were unlocked through single player modes that are lacking now. I don't disagree with that. I think that's the thing that's lacking the most is single player modes in fighting games. And for that matter, even like Apex, technically Titanfall is Apex's single player mode, but like I would like a single player mode in more of those things. Yo, Mikey, what's up, dude? How you doing? Hope all is well. That was DOA costume selection. And speaking of DOA, we got some DOA trailers now. Let's check out the DOA last round official trailer reveal. This is from State of Play, and we have the DOA last round final reveal, and I'm for it. And so, like this is this ongoing thing with fighting games saying they're going back to basics, and I'm okay. Wait, hold on. The Dead or Alive series returns, right? Battle will rise once more now, just for latest hardware. But it's my beef. This game is already on Steam. 5 bonus DLC character. Oh wait, hold on. I didn't know that. From DOA 6 available. Okay. I'm definitely for that. There's Zach. Why do you have to do that to Zach, man? This is cool. I like this. Honestly, the way Tekken is going, if Tekken Season 3 doesn't work right, I might take a deep dive in, Dead or Alive, honestly. More striking and intense battles. Okay. That's freaking awesome. That's freaking awesome. But we got another one. Is this the same thing? I can't tell if it's the same thing or not. Let me see. But I'm really excited about this though. I think the biggest thing here is that we get to see them boobies. That's what we're all here for. We're here for the boobies more than anything else. Look, they made the booty physics. They have booty jiggle physics, and they zoomed in on the chest on top of that. What? Guys. I'm gonna treat Dead or Alive like Hooters. I'm not there for the girls. I'm there for the chicken. I'm not there for the jiggle physics. I'm there for the great gameplay and the intensity of the game. But that's really dope. Wait, hold on. Before we go off onto the next thing. So let's think about that. We got Dead or Alive. They're getting ready. Well, did they? We got Dead or Alive. Doesn't matter. We have Virtual Fighter 5. Tekken 8 said they're going back to basics. Those are 3 games that I'm like, yo, let's do it. We have Avatar: Last Airbender. We have Marvel Tokon. They're fixing things with 2XKO. Street Fighter has new releases as well. There's a lot of great stuff going on in the FGC right now. I don't want to say I'm not saying we gotta think positively about that. We just gotta be realistic about it. But overall, I think this is a good time to be alive right now and playing fighting games, yo. I think we are in a great place. We're in a great place for fighting games, yo. All right. So DOA 6, I'm cautiously optimistic. Yes, it's the same. It's the exact same approach I'm having for Tekken Season 3. It's like I like what's going on here. I generally like what's going on here. However, we still got to be cautious. And aware of what's going on, right? Let me see. DOA. Why is it saying I don't have it? I know I have Dead or Alive. All right. So I have Dead or Alive 5 last round. Then I have Dead or Alive 6. So I have Dead or Alive 6, right? But I'm trying to fix. So I'm not understanding. So, like, what's the difference between the one that I have? I mean, yes, it's last round. But why won't they do this like Virtual Fighter? So this Dead or Alive 6, and then it says Dead or Alive last round. I'm the way it's releasing on Steam, I'm skeptical. I'm very skeptical because I already have it. So they're saying you need to buy it again. Let me see something real fast. How much is Dead or Alive? So Dead or Alive 6 right now is $9. Oh, they got a crazy sale. So is there like cross-platforming with this? You see where I'm going at with this? DOA 5 was better? What? What's up, Joel? How's it going? Right, that's what I'm saying, get wrecked. They always have a free version, don't they? They always have a free version. Did they? I heard that they didn't update the rollback well though. The rollback, they didn't do a good job of it. So, huh. No cross. That's stupid. No crossplay. No mention of rollback. You will get crossplay and better net code on this new. Okay. It has bad rollback and no rollback or no back. DOA has never had rollback before, so 7 might be the first. I have DOA 6, but never played it online. Only couch. Yeah, I think DOA is definitely a couch game. It definitely is. Definitely a couch game. So speaking of couch games, I'm trying to figure this out. All right, I'm like this next half of the show here. I think I want to do Rate That Fighter, and we're going to do Rate That Fighter with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on Thursday, and we're going to be using Godzilla King's. We're going to use his arcade stick to test it, and then also do Rate That Fighter with it. But now, I don't think I want to do Tekken necessarily. I think I want to get a little creative here and see what's up with some. I want to like do. I don't want to call it combo trials, but I want to see how viable some combos are in the older Street Fighters, and the 30th anniversary collection, or just kind of BS around in some other ones that are out. But happy to see yeah, I'm happy to see Dead or Alive come back regardless. Yeah, I'm with you on that. So let me take a quick break. We'll be right back with more content here in a bit. So yeah, stand fast and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Hello, is this thing on? It's Bugs Main. Hey y'all know my favorite game to play is Overwatch. Also like Apex Legends, Fortnite, Call of Duty, and Rogue Company. I'm a little social or whatever, I'm good. So I'm definitely on Instagram at BreeBugs, on Instagram, on Twitter. I'm damn fool Bugs, girl, hello. And you can find me on Snapchat as well. It's BreeBugs on Snapchat. My main link, the main link is www.twitch.tv/it's Bugs Main. That's it's with a Z, Bugs with 2 G's, and Main with an E.
Alara, India. I was sent here by Bison to do some research on this little temple that was out here. I had a backpack with a cell phone in it, a satellite phone in case I got lost. I had some other stuff, research stuff. And I had a tour guide with me, to show me around.
He was weird.
And this is what happened.
Okay. First time in India, I ain't never been here. So many trees, there were so many men there. Never had I seen such magical scenery. The weather here was tropical. A weem away, when we was walking through the jungle, a mighty, mighty jungle. I had a question, but I wasn't trying to sound dumb though. I wanted to know about what I heard about this dude. I wanted to know if what I heard was true. Okay. Supposedly there was this guy who was old, but was very, very strong. The master of yoga. He was well known, admired with clout. His limbs could stretch long. He spat fire out his mouth. Wait, fire out his mouth? Yeah, I didn't believe that. So if ever I saw him, then I wanted to see that, believe that. I turned around to ask the tour guide, but when I turned around, he was nowhere in sight. I was like, yo, where he go? I don't know. Did you see him? Nah, fam. Heck no. It's like, it's almost like he teleported or something. It's almost like he teleported or something. I'm like, yo, where he go? I don't know. Did you see him? Nah, bruh. Heck no. It's like, it's almost like he teleported or something. It's almost like he teleported or something. Now I'm alone and I'm mad. I need to use the phone. Hold on. Where's my bag? I can't believe that I just got robbed. Ball getting robbed, dog, that's just odd. That eyeball must face my wrath. As I clenched my fist, up ahead I saw the end of the path. So I didn't think he could've went too far. So to find him really shouldn't be too hard. I'm gonna find him. As I made it through the trees, that's what I was thinking. Suddenly I felt a breeze, and it's hard to explain, man, it ain't that simple. See, the wind pointed my attention to a temple. When I looked out to all the villagers, my attention was brought to where a pillar was, and he was standing right there with my bag in his hand, but then he disappeared. I was like, yo, what the heck? Where he go? I don't know. Did you see him? Nah, bro. Heck no. It's like, it's almost like he teleported or something. It's almost like he teleported or something. Yo, where he go? I don't know. Did you see him? Nah, son. Heck no. It's like, it's almost like he teleported or something. It's almost like he teleported or something. So when I saw that, I took off running as fast as I could, man, through the village. I ran through the village people. Pause. But the way I was moving and ducking and dodging, you would have thought my name was Ocho Cinco or something, man. I was moving, man. So I got to the front of the temple. It looked very plain on the outside, but real plain, real basic. When I opened that door, man, what happened when you opened it? Like, wow. It had to be one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. It had gold, it had pictures, the floor was all turquoise and stuff. I was like, man, it's like cribs or something. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I saw a red door at the end of the hallway. You know, usually when you see red doors, like anywhere, you think it's important or someone important like is behind that door. So I thought maybe the thief was like working for someone trying to get in Bison's business and all that. I need to get that backpack back. You know what I'm saying? So I was just about to open the door, but like, I felt something on my back, and I didn't think. I just turned around and I punched as hard as I could. Like, I should have looked, but yeah, you should have looked. I'll never forget it. What was it, man? What? Tell me. That was the time that I knocked out an elephant, man. I'm calling SPCA, SC, whatever.
All right, we are officially back, and welcome back, Most Determined Soul, CJ Berry, the leader of Waves and Waves of People in Determination. CJ's who I am, MDSoul's what I am, so you can just call me CJ. I really don't mind it. And today, I wanted to check out some Street Fighter stuff and see if, you know, maybe it's worth a dang to do Street Fighter things. I'm gonna jump into the Street Fighter collection. 30th anniversary collection. I think that's one of my favorite ones out there, the anniversary collection. It's really dope. And I think the biggest thing coming out this 30th anniversary collection is that you're able to play these games with a fresh, thought, a fresh mind, when it comes to, you know, anything dealing with Street Fighter, right? I think that's the reason why I like this version of it a lot. I know the online features on it isn't that great, but, you know, just playing and you're sitting down next to a friend or whatever, it plays pretty decently. But again, I think the biggest thing that I think I like about this one is I don't have a child's mind anymore. Does that make sense? I don't have a child's mind anymore when I'm playing some of these fighting games, and I want to see what I can do when it comes to, you know, my favorite fighting games of yesteryear, right? So let's do that today. Let's do that today. Let me change the title and we can jump into this, all right? Street Fighter 30th. No, this is 30th anniversary collection. Let's just say Street Fighter. Which Street Fighter are we doing? Which Street Fighter do you guys think we should focus on when trying to figure this out? You got the PS5 version? No, I have the Steam version. The Steam version. EX3. That's not in the collection. I think EX3. Is it on? I think it might be on Fightcade, but I don't have that version. But we're on the anniversary. You know what? I'm gonna just put it in retro. I'm gonna type in retro here, retro, and then we can just at that point we can just BS and flow through this any way we want to, right? I think that's how I want to do it. There we go. We're gonna flow through this the way we want to. It should have been. I don't disagree. Like that's what I was really surprised. I was really surprised when they did that, man. And the biggest surprise I got out of the collection, they put rival schools on there. They could have easily, like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed. Let's go with hyper fighting first. Don't get me wrong. I thoroughly enjoyed at that the collection, but like I'm sitting here like, wait, hold on, time out, dude. What are we doing? You know, we got rival schools, and then we didn't get the original rival schools. We got Project Justice, and then we got all these other fighting games. Like, come on, man. Come on. So maybe they'll do a 3D collection. But one of the things I think is cool is like it's all hindsight at this point. When it comes to like Street Fighter and stuff like that, I was just jumping in the air. That was my strategy. Get a nice 2-hit combo and jump in the air, right? And I kind of don't do that anymore. I kind of got this thing where I focus on trying to get. This one doesn't even do the combos. I think that's funny too, by the way. It doesn't put the combos on the side of the screen and get the countdown, right? But I'm more so focused on the footsie game, and that's kind of what I'm saying. Like in hindsight and stuff like that, I'm always surprised that I didn't think about or know about, nor did my friends know about that type of stuff. It's just formed over time, right? And that automatically comes out each and every time, right? Like I think that's just so freaking cool. Like the game, how this game works now. You know, it works a lot better. It works a lot better now that I'm older versus when I was younger. It didn't work at all, you know? Power Stone, yes, Power Stone was dope. I don't disagree with you. I'd be down for Rival Schools and the EX game on the. Yes, Rival Schools is great. I love it. AOP, what's up, man? This is only a Street Fighter collection. Yes, it is only a Street. This one is only a Street Fighter collection. Yes, but let me see. Let's go to Quick Game because that's not the one that gives you all the combos. Even though that one's really fun, but Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. So this Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting. Then we have Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Let's go on this one. This gives you all the other characters also. And I kind of like the blue bandana. I like the blue bandana Ryu. I think he's really cool. Just woke up from a 2-hour nap. Yo, you don't go to sleep. You just go take naps. That's funny. Bloody Roar deserves a collection. I could agree with that. I think also the thing that's really interesting about the Street Fighter 2 and all the other good stuff is that the inputs were unforgiving. You know, like you had to literally do what the inputs tells you to do, and I think that's really interesting, right? See, I can't just do whatever. So like, is this, what's the one? It's an overhead. So I should be able to do this, right? Oh man, see, it's not giving me what I want. I just think that's really interesting. See, that wasn't supposed to happen. The overhead, oh, I think I want this one. Oh, so you got to do everything just right on this one. That's even crazy. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted, but it didn't cancel into a 3-hit though. And that's why I think this is so interesting. This game is so freaking interesting. In hindsight, right? Yeah, that's Championship Edition Ryu Blue. Yeah, you already know, Joel. Honestly, I wish I could have a cat lifestyle, no sleep, just continuous series of little naps. I'm kind of with you on that. Yeah, so again, I kind of like, you get this little, that counted as a 2-hit? I thought that was a 3-hit because he was still in stun phase. And just studying this game is just really cool. What was that? That shouldn't have came out. So I think this is kind of my point, right? So I've talked about this before. I've talked about this several times. And it's like, we're constantly going like Street Fighter. Well, is Street Fighter 6 is better than what? You go Street Fighter 6 is trash, and Street Fighter 2 is goated. Street Fighter 3 is the best Street Fighter ever, and these modern fighting games are trash. And I just don't believe that, because right now I'm playing, and based off of what I know from Street Fighter, and especially modern Street Fighter, they've taken really good care of everybody. Not just the vets. They taking care of everybody and making sure that your inputs work, you know? So I'm going to do a DP. That's not hard to do. But I didn't do it 3 times in a row. See? I got to do that perfect. See, in Street Fighter 6, right? I can do this motion right there and then get a DP out of it, and it's going to be like, yes, you can do that. This doesn't do that as well, right? Can you do it? I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can do it. But it doesn't acknowledge it in the same way that Street Fighter 6 does. Anybody can go back to Street Fighter 6 and you're like, yo, I did the anti-air. I did an anti-air, the crouching heavy, and you can get the dragon punch, right? Do forward heavy, crouch medium kick, and then Hadouken and super. Well, I think that's another part, right? I understood everything you're saying, right? You got the forward heavy, right? It takes time to get the space and the timing, because if I do like this, it's gonna make him throw. The level of things that are unpredictable in Street Fighter 2, I just think it's crazy. I just think it's crazy, and I don't understand when we're like, oh, remember this? I remember that. You're like, yeah, I remember, and it was difficult. It was very hard. Pause. No diddy. All right, hold on, super. All right, let me see something. Let me try a couple things. Let's go. I'm gonna try a character. I'm gonna try Ryu. Obviously, I'm gonna try Ryu. Ryu's like my favorite, right? At least right now he is. At least right now he is. And I'm gonna try a couple of his combos that are there. Maybe one or two, and see if I can pull it off. Because I've done all of Ryu's combo trials in Street Fighter 6, but man, I wish they would do that for Street Fighter 2 and give Street Fighter 2 combo trials. That would be a nice little update for Street Fighter 2, right? At least I think it would. At least I think it would. Let's see. Man, they're giving you some really good data here. Man, that's freaking crazy how much good data it is. And they talk about, and like the amount of detail they go into, the amount of detail that's been studied for Street Fighter, I think it's just amazing. It's just amazing, you know. So let's see what you guys are saying. Street Fighter 2 was a harder game, and Street Fighter 6 can't catch up to it in sales simply on the gameplay. Won't make the game better. I kind of don't disagree with you on that, for the most part. Extra data, potato diddy on your combos, yes. I agree with you, but though I agree with you, this game, it was just a different time, man. You know, it was definitely a different time. I could understand if both games released side by side, right? Or within the same era. Like if Street Fighter 6 released in the 90s, well, guess what? The game doesn't have, at that point, 20 plus, 30 plus years on the game. This game, Street Fighter 6 been out since what, 2024? Same thing with, Same thing with Street Fighter 4 itself. I think that's done a phenomenal job, of making itself relevant in a modern era, right? But it still has years. That released in 2009. We're in 2026. That's woo. I think, in my opinion, we have to give modern fighting games a little bit more grace than what we have been. See, that doesn't. Fierce, heavy. See that? Why does it? See, it just gives me the 2. How come it just gives me the 2 there? Am I not doing it fast enough? Yeah, what? Are they making new additions? I thought with Street Fighter 2, I have to delay the jump. Okay. I see what you're saying. With Street Fighter 2, though, I thought the last edition was Ultra Street Fighter 2 HD. Thought that was the last one. Yeah, it doesn't. I think it only gives me the 2. Interesting. It's something I'm doing. So, training options. Can I make the dummy block? Stand, crouch, guard, always, auto guard, random. Okay. Stun, normal. I don't think I want him to stun. I want the stun. Yeah, I'll keep it there. The recovery off. Let me see something. All right. Okay, so now I can see. All right. So I'm not getting the timing right. Yeah. Yeah, the timing's bad. Aim for his stomach. Yeah. See, and I think that's kind of my point, right? I think that's kind of my point. So if you take this same combo, because this is a traditional bread and butter combo from Street Fighter, right? And if you do this on Street Fighter 6, you're gonna get it. You're gonna hit it. You're gonna make it, and you're gonna make this combo, right? But you can't do that in this one. And it's not problematic or anything. It's part of the game. But at the same time, that's one of the things that as much as we say, hey, you know, making the game easier is not going to bring people there. Well, when you compare it to how many games it sold off the rip, well, I think it tells you differently. This one is for the, yeah, I don't disagree with you. You got to sit here and, you like talking about labbing, you have to lab this. You have to lab this. It's mandatory that you lab. There you go. But that was medium. That was a medium, right? I was doing heavy, right? Yeah. Oh wow, they didn't come out fast enough. And just studying this type of stuff is freaking crazy, I think. Going against one button MS suck. I can't learn against FPS. It's just part of the game, man. It's part of the game. Trying to deal with these MS like Geef, 3-button killing, and Insta Honda EX headbutts, spammers, about to make me retire from this. Heavy kicks to the stomach. Yeah, tracking. I think Prince, I think that's even like, I hear your frustration, but I feel your frustration, but is that the problem, right? Is that really what your issue is with the game? I didn't get stuck. I got the top of his head. All right, there it is. There it is. I see where it's at. Man, you got to get that timing right, just right. Whoa. And then I think that's where KOF kind of comes into play, because KOF is very like tight on its controls too. So do we want more fighting games that are like this? Do we want more fighting games like this where you know the skill gap and level to lab and stuff like that, like very distinct, like distinct ways you have to get it done? Like Joel saying, hey, aim for the stomach. You can't just do heavy into crouching medium to fireball, right? He's saying you got to aim for the stomach, you know, and then aiming for the stomach's pretty difficult, right? That's a pretty tough task, right? We finally got it, 3-hit combo. But it takes, you know, your buddy to know what he's talking about, right? And then it takes them to understand what actually happened. Is that what, are we really looking for that? Joel says yes. That's what the community's looking for. But I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. That heavy one. Ooh. Community didn't back Soul Calibur enough, so it got dismantled. It's the exact same problem we're having with 2XL. People aren't going to support it enough. Riot will scrap the team and put them on different projects. No, that's not what happened. They're not even getting put on different projects. They're literally like, sorry, you're fired. It's literal releases. Street Fighter 2 made me better in executions on the later games. I'll buy that. But what about all those people that don't have the legacy knowledge, right? What about that? What about the people that don't have the legacy knowledge behind that? You know, so like I know for me, playing KOF 14 helped me with my execution in Tekken. Like I couldn't understand for the life of me why I couldn't get the giant swing. I'm like, why isn't the giant swing there? Why can't I get this giant swing? And lo and behold, my inputs weren't clean. Lo and behold, my inputs weren't clean. And that was my problem. I was like, my God, that's my issue. This is what I'm crying about. My inputs not being clean. And so I think, Joel, I think you're right. Making sure that your inputs are clean and playing some older games will help you in, you know, developing yourself, right? Excuse me. But again, I really don't think that if a game like Street Fighter 2 released like today, fighting games never existed before, and Street Fighter 2 released today, I don't think people would take to it at all. I really don't think they would take to it at all. And I think that's my point, where I've got one post that I had got so much backlash. Got so much backlash. You know? And maybe it's the way I worded it, but I really don't think that modern fighting games are bad. I just think that we don't remember classic fighting games in the way they actually were. I really don't. I tell people, go back and play Street Fighter. Street Fighter 6 sucks. Oh man, these controls, blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, cool. Go play Street Fighter 2. Go play Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 2 was lightning, right place, right time, right group of peoples, right? There we go. There it is. Ooh, I thought I got it. Fierce punch. Wait, hold on. I'm confused. So fierce is little jab, right? Fierce is life jab, medium, and then heavy? All right, so let's see. Whew. Man, that's crazy. Interesting. I've always thought Street Fighter was freaking interesting when it came to this stuff, man. I love Street Fighter. Nothing beats the good old matches on Super Turbo and Third Strike. I agree with you. I agree with you, man. I think Third Strike is, you know what? I think kind of to my point. Bad Guy Maddox, what's up, man? Let's go to quick. We're going to do this. I think more to my point. I think personally, I think Street Fighter Alpha 3, that's hands down one of my favorites of all time. Let's take a look at that. Are we able to get some of these moves in the same way? In the same way that we did before, right? We talk about, you know, games having legacy and stuff like that. Does Street Fighter, does it have legacy? Does it have legacy? Does it legacy combos and all that good stuff? Let's see here. Oops. That counted as a 2-hit. Stand, guard, always auto. So that means if I don't get it the first time, 3 and 4 maybe. I don't think they relate. I don't think neither one of those relate. So that's a 3-hit, right? So Jay Wong flashback? Oh, you used to play Jay Wong back in the day? See, that was way easier to pull off. That was way easier to pull off than Street Fighter 2. Right? We're just practicing that, right? We're definitely just practicing that input right there in the other Street Fighter, and it was way easier. And so over time, things should naturally progress to help the community, you know, get better at it. They switch up the combo properties in 3. Alpha 3 plays more like a Super Turbo. We're gonna test that. We'll test that. So with this one again, that's based off of aim for the stomach. This also lets you actually aim for the stomach, right? So like in Street Fighter 2, if you don't get it in that time frame that they're up in the air, it will not come out. But this one, it gets a little bit more grace. A little bit more grace, right? Let's see something. Because the buffering system, yes. See what you're helping make my point. Great. So if there's a buffering system or systems that say, I think you wanted to do that, and I know that wasn't a perfect quarter circle, but I knew what you want to do, I think that's okay. I think that's fine. This one doesn't do it, but I think Street Fighter 4 started doing it when you go diagonal, and you still can get a DP out. We forgot that actually exists. And look, the DP is a whole lot easier to get out on this one. I was kind of struggling with the DP, right? So like, I should be able to get out a DP from that, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it the overhead that you can get a DP off of if you cancel it? I can't remember. Modern Street Fighter started with Third Strike, you're making all my points, right? So we make the argument that retro fighters, retro fighting games, are better than modern fighting games, right? That's kind of been the argument that I've been coming up with. Oh man, I wish we could play Street Fighter 4, and I wish we could have better, this thing be better and that thing be better. But in reality, some of these games aren't as good as we remember them to be. I'm not saying right now Third Strike is a bad game. I think Third Strike is an incredible game. I think like this is very, very high on my list. But to compare it to a Street Fighter 6, I don't think it's fair because to your point, it was lightning in a bottle on a lot of these games. So like you got Street Fighter 2 and then you go to Street Fighter Third Strike. It just didn't get as much breathing room until later, right? It did not get a lot of breathing room until later. If Street Fighter Third Strike released today, I think people would go nuts. But at the same time, I think they would complain a whole lot about this game. People go back and look at, you know, the Daigo versus Justin Wong moment and say that's real Street Fighter. When really, that's two guys that labbed their behinds off to be that good. More than it was, that's just how the game plays. Because in the same sense, there's a lot of really, really cool things that are happening in Street Fighter 6. And I'm like, that's incredible. That's amazing. Why are we saying that modern games aren't good? Why are we saying that modern games are having a hard time right now? Well, it's because it has Drive Rush and Drive Impact. Well, what did you want? You want Street Fighter 6 and with the graphics? Well, you want Street Fighter 3 with the graphics of Street Fighter 6? Is that what we're asking for? That's what we want? And I don't think that's what we want. And then if we did get Street Fighter 3, this game right here, if we got Street Fighter 3 in a Street Fighter 6 format, we'd be like, yo, this game's boring. There's nothing there. And because we're already saying it, I'd be like, yo, freaking Street Fighter 6 is very exciting. Street Fighter 6 is very exciting. All I'm saying is I think all the fighting games are generally good. You can tell when a game is bad. You can tell when a game is bad. But I think a lot of these fighting games, they're generally good. And we're just complaining at this point. Because we like to complain. We enjoy complaining, right? I think that's what it is. There you go. That was pretty. There you go. Japan was not on another level compared to America in 04 on Third Strike. We are finally catching up to them. You gotta help me have that. Help me make the connection, bro. Help me make the connection in that one, because I didn't say that at all. I didn't say that at all. Say anything about Japanese versus America. Help me make the connection, brother. All right. So Ryu. And we're gonna go with Ken. We still behind compared to Japan? I don't know. I think there's a lot of factors that go into it. That was way easier. I think that was the easiest one we had there. And then I was able to get into his knees. Wait, let me put this on auto. Ooh. Yeah. Man, I love Street Fighter Alpha. Yeah, I think I'm leaning more towards this one. I love Street Fighter Alpha 3, man. Especially when they do World Tour mode. The World Tour mode was so much fun. I think the only problem I have with this one is I don't like the grab system that's in this one. The grab system is not that good to me. And I think there's a lot of nostalgia that goes with this one too. So I think that might be one of my beefs with this one. There you go. There's a reason they still going over there to level up and practice. Might be right there. I don't know. But I think there's I think it's important that we as a community have realistic expectations of our fighting games. I think that's my point. I think we need to have better expectations of our fighting games and be able to talk to them intelligently. You know? I think we should be able to talk to them more intelligently. That's just me. Right, but that's not the point, Joel. Are we missing the point here? I like the version of Alpha 3 they included on the last collection. Yes, I think that's real. I think that last collection with Ingrid and all those, that was on the PSP Vita version. I really enjoyed that. Okay. How does this one work? Ah, I see. We got 2 LK. Ooh. 214. Can I do that? Oh, that's a good. Yeah. Yeah, upper was really good. I really enjoyed that one. Medium. Entire EM HK. Oh, that won't let me do it. Ah. Well, with that one, how do I do that? I should be able. That's an answer. Oh, I gotta catch them in the air too. Goddess Azure, what's up? How's it going? Really just wish the collection had crossplay. Is that what you want? You want the collection to have crossplay? Can I catch that? Huh. How do I? No, I don't want that. It doesn't do it. I was hoping that it did it for a very specific way. Capcom threw the combo playbook out the window. Anything links in 3. Yeah, I know. I think that's why I like it, especially when you're talking about V-ism, right? At V-ism, it's like, yo, this is freaking crazy. You're able to do all that crazy stuff. MP. I was hoping that you can. I thought you could connect this. You can't cancel. I thought you could cancel that. You got this. Okay, so can you just jump straight up and do it? No, it won't let you. It won't let you do it. I thought you could do it. Or maybe it needs to be heavy kick. No, it won't let me do it. 30 came out 2018. They just need to release a 40th anniversary. Do you want that? Does the world need that? We've been getting all. I'd rather keep on getting fighters collections than getting more and more Street Fighters over and over again. All is well, Goddess Azure. All is well. Corner combo deals a lot of damage on stun. Jumping. Ooh. Yes! I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I hear what you're saying. I don't know about it, though. I hear what you're saying, but I don't know about it. I should be able to get... I think I can get that. Then I should be able to get a crouching punch there. Well, let's see. I think I can get it. Is it crouching? It's chuck. Maybe I'm doing it. I'm trying to remember it all. So is it? I think it's that. He's in danger. Yeah, I can get it. I'm trying to get that. I think I can get a last little light punch. I'm trying to get, like, you should, I thought you could get, after the Tatsu, you can get an extra little hit. Did they take that out of this one? Or which one can you do that on? I think we'll get a 40th with EX series included. Oh no. We gotta do a poll. I'm gonna go on YouTube. We're gonna put this poll on YouTube right now. Let's do a poll. I mean, obviously you can go ahead and put whatever marking you want on the poll, right? You're gonna go on the standard version, right? I'm gonna go on YouTube. All right, let's make a poll for this. I think we can. Yes, but so. All right, we're gonna end this poll. Let's end it in poll, and then we're gonna start another poll. Should we get a SF 40th anniversary? How do you spell anniversary? ANNIVERSARY collection. Heck yeah. Nah, man. All right, start poll. There you go. If you want to participate in the poll, you can go over there on YouTube and you can participate in said poll on YouTube. For all you YouTube lovers out there, if EX3 gets a port, it better have 4-player online since Power Stone 2 does. Oh my God. Bad Jab is obsessed with multiplayer co-op. Oh man. My controller's not connected? There we go. Yo, Jovi baby, what's up, man? How you doing? All right. So I think all my points were made pretty good on this here. I might make a video out of that. the Alpha, man, this Alpha series is such a freaking great game, man. So, and I think my other point here is, you know, when we're playing fighting games and stuff like that, we go, oh, I love this game. This game should come back and all the other good stuff. But I'm sitting here like, yo, if you turn on Alpha right now, nobody's gonna be there. You got Fightcade. I think there's a lot of people playing in Fightcade. But it's not the same as having a system that flows really well. I don't know. Maybe it's the fault of the game. That was a good counter. Wow. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I wish it wasn't, though. But all we can do is, like, I think we have to blame the devs on that one, you know? The devs are kind of they're kind of turds on that, like. But I guess my question is, I'm gonna ask that question: is Fightcade peer-to-peer, or how is Fightcade played? Ooh, I missed that one. If these retro collections had crossplay, they'd best play for 5 matches. It's peer-to-peer rollback. That's crazy. But they can't figure that out for Steam. But then again, the argument is there's no Fightcade for console players. Would console play if there was Fightcade on console, would they then play Fightcade on console? Oh, Steam doesn't play in the same way that freaking Fightcade does. I kind of did a little experiment with a buddy of mine, and boy oh boy, Alpha 3 and Third Strike, they do not play well on this anniversary collection. It's a bad port of these games. Is it a bad port, or is it just the online not being good? But you don't need a beast PC to play Fightcade. No, you don't. You don't. You just have to have a little bit of technical know-how to get it started up. Blaze Warrior, what's up? How's it going, man? Welcome in. Ooh. That's why they released Restoration on console with Robot. Fightcade was made in the intent of games released on console. Ooh. 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 Alpha 3 Upper feels better online on that collection than this game does. We gotta try it out. We gotta try it out. If you got time during this evening or when you're off of work, man, let's see. I wouldn't mind getting back into the Alpha series. I like Street Fighter Alpha, especially like I said before, especially as an adult. Before, I mean, I remember I had Street Fighter Alpha. I was in middle school, so what? I was like 12. So playing it as an adult now, is going to give me a way different experience, you know? And the game is very pretty on top of that. It's like, why not, you know? Nothing much, chilling, just trying my best to get better at reaching my goal of becoming a voice actor and hopefully one day make friends in the, yeah, absolutely. Well, Blaze Warrior, you're more than welcome to be my friend. You got one, hey, you met one goal, you got a friend. Just don't be doing weird stuff. we get unfriended. I'm friends in real life. I'll just push your forehead like, boop, boop. Unfriend, you know. So one goal achieved. Now we got to do the rest, right? Are you trying to do voice acting like cartoons, or like how are you doing that? Like my wife technically is in voice acting. She does ebooks, and I think that's really cool. She gets hired on her ebooks that she reads, and I'm like, yo, that's really cool. I'm slick kind of jealous of her. Sometimes. Not like, oh, I hate my wife, bro. I'm like, yo, why didn't I think of that, and why can't I read good? Oh, man. Ooh. Oh, that came out wrong. Oh, it runs outdated netcode. Oh, I saw. Ooh, Cammy. Sucker in. Oh, man, the tornado didn't suck in. I can definitely make some time for Alpha 3 upper matches. Yeah, let's do that. And, like, I think with Street Fighter 3 specifically, like, Tekken, I feel horrible getting beat up. Like, there's no like, it doesn't feel good. But like Street Fighter, I remember I remember this guy. I used to go, story time. I used to go to this person's house. It was Mr. Costin and Miss Pat, right? They were married, and they had a son. His name was Myron, and they had another son named Kurt, and Tamika and Kiki, right? Those were their kids. And Myron was so good. He was so much better at Street Fighter than all of us. And I could never beat him. But it was so much fun trying to beat the guy, man. It was a ridiculous amount of fun trying to beat the guy up, man. And I really enjoyed doing that stuff. And even today, I kind of enjoy, you know, hey, this is a challenge. I've never been able to beat this guy. That's really fun, you know. So I don't mind getting beat up on Street Fighter. You have upper as well. Are you in the Discord? If you're in the Discord, I'll probably get it on during this evening, man. We have some fun. Like, of course, I'm gonna get some Tekken practice in because that's the game I'm focused on right now. But and speaking of that, does anybody have Pocket Bravery? If you like fighting games, Pocket Bravery is definitely a game that I would strongly recommend to most people. Pocket Bravery is like, you're like, oh, I need a game that's modern, but it plays like Street Fighter. Pocket Bravery is amazing. Oh, you're not in there? Oh, shoot. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we're in the VC a lot in this Discord. Most of this VCing is most of this Discord is VC based. So that makes a huge difference in how we move and how we roll. All right. Hey. You should be able to do IG business and get a all right, there we go. And let me see. What? Oh, someone got me on the pegging. Wait, what is? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I got pegging on my mind when I'm with you.
I got pegging on my mind when I... Yeah, absolutely. Join us there. Join us there. We got a lot of good stuff going on in the Team Capri Discord. That's our team. We're not pro gamers. We're just gamers that are professional. That's our motto. That's our motto. Make sure you select the right things in there. 2XKO is in there, and go to the section that says rules, and you should be able to select that. Problem is looking for matches. There's a couple other people that are looking for matches in there. Zap is constantly looking for matches. So yes, go into the. We do have a role. We have that role for a while now. Bad Jab doesn't like us though. He's like, I don't like you because you're black. I'm like, okay, all right. That's one of my favorites. I'm breaking up my heart. I'm with you. So make sure you also choose all the things to get into Discord too. Don't shoot the messenger, Bad Jab. Bad Jab's like, I do not like black people. I'm like, whoa, hey, yo, Donald Trump. Who's calling me? Spam risk. He said, I'm not self-hating like that. Yeah, I'm not self-hating. Oh, we completely missed that one. Look like the dude from Atlanta. All right. Slip Jaw, make sure you subscribe. Ah. Woo, Chun. Stop. Oh no, my fight money. Pow, pow, pow! I'll never be like one of y'all. He said, I'll never be like one of y'all. That's funny. And it shouldn't be. Good block. Ugh. Ugh. Ah, Vega's always hard, man. Pause. No Diddy. What game started the EX fireballs and EX moves? What game was that? Pow, pow. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There you go. Bro, I'm an amateur on Discord. How do I add your name? Was it Street Fighter 3? Where are you at, man? Member, I'm gonna click on members. You click on the link. Once you click on the link, you follow the instructions that it gives you, and you'll be able to get into the server. And then once you're in the server, you'll go in the area that says rules, and you'll select the thing. Like, you can make friends and stuff like that, but you don't need to add friends in order to make Discord work. Are you already in the server, Joel? Because I'm not seeing you there. Was it Street Fighter 3? Street Fighter 3 New Generation started EX. That's a nice little trivia there. And so I guess that leads to how come we were so okay with why were we okay with EX, right? And we're not okay with Drive Rush. Imagine Drive Rush coming in Street Fighter 3. Wouldn't that be crazy? Why do we have a problem with Drive Rush and Drive Impact? Why is that a problem for us now? Yeah, this is the anniversary collection. Yeah, I just feel like getting in a Street Fighter today. Lion? Like, I'll give Tekken a break for a second. You know what I'm saying? Someone ping me on that. Oh, freaking Ken. Whew. Oh, Ken. Whew. Lion, do you play the 30th anniversary collection by chance? Oh. Did you know? Oh, you need the link again? That's fine. Let's see if we can get you there. Wait. Let me pause this real quick. That's on the Twitch side. Copy message, and we're gonna put this on the YouTube side as well. Boom. Did you know Akuma has an infinite Tatsu combo? What is that when he's in Vism, Lion? Is that one of those Vism like cheat codes and you just stay in that thing forever? Bison's so difficult in this one. This one, the hardest in Bison, like the one on Street Fighter 2, he's not that bad. But this Alpha Bison, hardest in Bison ever. Hardest in Bison ever, man, I swear. And then what makes it worse, he's trash as a playable character, man. Is he about to do it? Yeah, you got to be able to read that from a distance, man. You're in Broom? Okay, cool. So make sure you click all the stuff to make sure you're able to see everything, because there's a lot there. And then once you get in there, you know, we can I can help you out with everything else. because I got to make sure it stays locked because there's people that are weird. There's a bunch of weirdos out there in the world. Ugh. Oh, he tried it. Oh. I don't know, I think Super Turbo Bison might be worse. Oh man, Super Turbo Bison, he's hard, but the way this one does, it's like it's unfair. Like his Psycho Crusher is like ridiculously good, and then it feels like the freaking whole screen. There's no getting around it, and it does crazy chip damage. You play any Third Strike? Yeah, sometimes I do. Third Strike's pretty solid. I like it a lot. Let me see. I'm gonna try to help you out here. Let's see. Members. Past hour. Let's see. Is your name Beast KO in here? Are you Beast KO? Hyper Street Fighter Alpha? I don't think I have. I'm assuming you are Beast KO. I'm going to help you out so that you can get in there and play with everybody. All right, yeah. Go to the rules section and click on all the games. Those are all the games that we traditionally play as a group. You can check it out there. Don't talk about Joe Budden's chat. I don't think there's a Joe Budden's chat is interesting. I think his chat is very, very interesting. Yeah. I'm not saying that I'm not saying I hate it or anything like that. I just don't necessarily think it's for me. I'm glad he's able to build a community because that's what it's about. Building communities and making sure people can get together and do great things. Just don't think it's a community for me. I hate that they brought Charlie Nash back in Street Fighter V and he was a zombie. It's freaking weird. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back and revisit this game a little bit more and just like really like focus on that thing, you know? This is a good one. I have a lot of very fond memories of Street Fighter Alpha. What place did I get this time? Does he even save it? Where am I at? Oh, wait. Wait. Yay! I can bring two of my friends. Yay! We did it. We did it, team. We did it. All right. Yo, Charlie's my main in the Alpha game. Street Fighter V Nash is where I kind of don't disagree with you on that one. I think he's kind of, man. Yeah, he's not as good. He's nowhere near as good as I want him to be, you know? I think it's a shame that they made Charlie like that. I think I'd rather be in a place where it's like, oh, psych, he didn't die, and he plays like Guile or something. Or for that matter, I'd rather, you know, like Guile be there, not Guile, but Charlie be there instead of Guile. I like Guile a lot, but it's like Charlie Nash is just cooler to look at, you know? You know what'd be cool? If anybody has the 30th anniversary collection, maybe you get a retro night going. A retro night going with a tournament or round robins. Would anybody be down with that? Retro night, round robins, and get or a tournament? Just kicking it like karate. I think that'd be fun. But I'm gonna post that in Discord, and then we have Tekken tournaments and stuff like that. I think that'd be enjoyable. Woo! Almost had him. We need Sean back. We need Sean back. You have the PS5 version? Oh, that sucks. You gotta get with the program. You gotta get with all these PC. You gotta get with the PC Master Race, bro. Oh, I'll try to. PC Master Race. One of us. One of us. One of us. I gotta figure out how to make good grades on this game too. I keep on getting like C's and D's. One of us. One of. Do you have this game by chance? The 30th anniversary collection? Oh, he hit me out of it. That sucks. That sucks a lot. I got a C on that one. Okay. Bonus stage. Bonus stage. There you go. You play threes on Fight K2? Okay. Wouldn't Fight K be better than Collection though? Depends on who's playing and putting it together. I know a lot of people have this game. That's all. Oh, deadly. Jeez. There you go. On PS5 and Fightcade. Okay. Got him. Take that, Dudley. We'll ultimately figure it out. Do they have upper Street Fighter Alpha upper on Fightcade, or is that only a console game? No. I'm trying to get that combo. There you go. Ooh. It's on 5K too? Better than that, come. Right, that's kind of what I'm thinking too, Joel. That 30th anniversary is a little bit more convenient. Not that one's better. We're going purely for betterness. Oh, he's kicking my behind, yo. Ah! Yo, that reflective. Oh man, that move's freaking crazy, man. '82 Fighter has a Fightcade hub. Pocket Bravery is not on Fightcade. Not everyone, not anyone. Ooh. She's such a dope character too, man. She's an incredible character. Like, she probably should have, like, came out with Street Fighter 6 and, like, be a staple member of Street Fighter, like, from that point on, since she's been in freaking 3, you know? She shouldn't have skipped 5. She's really cool. There's a whole system modeled off of her. And her stage is so dope. Ooh. Has so much range. Woo. Ooh, chip damage. Or is that cheap? Is that cheap or chip damage? Bonus stage. I always have a problem with this parry system thing. Ah. Ah! That's still pretty decent. Let's go with Alex. Yo, crazy. What's up, dude? Oh, Alex is tough. Ugh.
The rest of my sandwich?
I'm not homeless.
You got the job. Hey, congratulations, crazy.
Who's the birthday girl? You're the birthday girl. You're the birthday girl. Who's the birthday girl? You're the birthday girl. Who's the birthday girl? You're the birthday girl. You're the birthday girl. Who's the birthday girl? You're the birthday girl.
Thanks for you. No. It's all about you, man. Good job, dude. I'm super proud of you. Am I playing upper layer online? What's upper layer? I guess I'm not playing if I don't know what it is. Dude, I'm proud of you, crazy. I am proud of you, dude. You don't know, but it's the fact that you got it though, right? That's what matters. That's what counts. Oh. You know, Alex is a character I wouldn't mind learning. I wouldn't mind learning him. I should have wrote it up. The reference letter. I should have wrote it up even better so you could get like a promotion within the year too. Like crazy, he saves dogs from burning buildings. He kisses babies. Oh, there it is. Oh. Alex is your main? Really? So how you feeling about Alex right now? And he's not a charge character anymore, right? How you feeling about Street Fighter 6 with them coming back? Oh, Duffed. Whoa. He does kiss babies. Ah, little black baby. Like, yo, hey, you didn't have to say it was a black baby. Just say it was a baby, man. Hyper Bob. Ooh, good punish. There you go. You don't like Alex? Alex pretty decent, man. It's pretty solid. Why don't you like Alex? He's like, I ain't play Street Fighter. I'm just talking trash. Oh no, my fight money. Woo! See his new moves. Looks like they switched his stop. They switched it up for quite a bit, man. Oh. Oh, that cross up. Street Fighter 3 Alex and Street Fighter 5 Alex did not play the same. So I'll see what they cooking up with him now. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 7, 6. Oh, put that foot back. It's crazy hitbox. Crazy super. Takes off so much damage. That power bomb's nasty. You drop Akuma after third strike. Oh, that missed. Has anybody seen fighting game speed runs? I thought that's pretty cool that they had speed runs for fighting games, man. Oh, let's beat up on 12. And again, I think this is like a big thing that a lot of fighting games are missing. Like I can go at it in arcade mode all freaking day, man. And now they don't allow for that. I don't think that's fair to the player in letting the game breathe. Like Street Fighter 6 arcade mode is like it's garbage. What is that? That looked mad sexual. Woo-wee! Super combo! I kind of want to see more come out of 12 too. What in Street Fighter 5? What, it was 11? I think I want to see that much more come out of this. And like, I really don't know what's going on with this character, right? Woo, right in your face, Charlie Murphy. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think there's more lore to be explored with that character. You know? Oh, that didn't knock him down? That's stupid. Whew. No, we don't. We don't have info on him. Oh. Oh. The computer taunted me. All right, I think I'm going to make this my last one. Go until we lose. Oh, he jumps over it. Oh, that's Chip. Oh, it had me face the wrong direction? Okay. A good fighting game, Article? Sure. I'm down for one. I like to read. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. We're going to leave it right there for today. Tomorrow we'll get back into Tekken and all those other fun games like it. And I'm just going to leave it right here. I think we'll go ahead and do a couple other fun things in the. I gotta re-download this. We'll do a couple other fun things in the Discord. We're going to have Capri Battle Circuit this weekend. It looks like we'll probably do. To go over, make a good video go over. Ooh, like a good video. Send it this way. But we'll get back at it tomorrow. No, tomorrow it's Mental Health Day. So we'll get back at it on Thursday. Or will we? Maybe I can get, no, I got a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. So we'll get back at it on Thursday and see what happens from there. I think that's super duper fair. And we can have a good old time with each other. Don't forget to join the Discord if you haven't already joined said Discord. We do a lot of fun stuff, and that's where you're going to find the Team Capri Battle Circuit. You're going to find it right there in the Discord. GG's Button Drummer. And this last weekend was Tekken. This weekend we'll look for retro games that we all can play together. We're leaning towards the Street Fighter games. But yeah, we'll just kind of leave it right there. With that being said, guys, I really appreciate you. I'm the most determined soul, CJ Berry, the leader of waves and waves of people in determination, success and victory. Don't block with your face. I'll see you guys on the next time. Peace the heck out. Thank you so much for spending time with me and the rest of Determination. Please follow me on all my social media platforms that are listed here. If you just missed the show, I will be back on weekdays, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. CST. That's Central Standard Time. Also, join the Discord for announcements and additional conversations like the ones we've